pretty key issue. Yeah, on like regarding immigration and stuff. Yeah, because it's because of course anyone can become an American. Well, everyone understands that not everyone can become British, right? Like I think that kind of shit.
Being on the receiving end of immigration's like a shortest stick for the longest time probably doesn't indenture certain.
Hello. Okay, hello everybody. Hello. We are back. A little bit less Iran coverage this week. I think that we all could use a bit of a break from it. And there was, of course,
not much has been happening with it, though, really.
No, because there's a
there's a ceasefire and there's a blockade that went absolutely nowhere.
And apparently some Indians got caught with a crypto scam and got lit up by the Iranians.
And that's why, because it was like, well, why are the Iranians firing at the Indians? They're their allies. Like, because they were doing a crypto scam? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, that's the allegation. But
Indians are dishonest.
This is just an Indian scam.
Yeah, Indian scam.
Opposite day is in effect. Turnabout fair play declared by The Hague.
I thought we'd cover some like less Iran-focused stuff, and for the Iran stuff that I do have, the war stuff, I'm going to save it. Geopolitics, I'm going to save that to the end. We are joined tonight by Vex Electronica, who hasn't been here in a while, but it's so good to have you back. Hey, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's very nice to be back and to publicly call Spoon Spoonie. Spoonie Woony.
By the way, when these two aren't... Go on, Bill.
Somewhere out there is a like Spoonie One fan or other Channel Awesome alumni who just go.
Yeah. By the way,
Noah Antweiler just.
No, Antweiler just had like a fucking apnea attack in his sleep.
Yeah. When these two aren't being all like cutesy anime cringe at me, they're all calling me the F-celeb behind my back.
To be fair, I call you
a. Yeah, I called you that to your face.
Saying like to your back.
I mean, like behind the scenes.
To save it up for when you get here.
Well, and you did say, although I'm not sure, that Amalgamite might be joining us later. In which case,
no, she might actually be in the chat for all I freaking know.
Okay, well, which will be funny. It will be fun to have 3 Foids to annoy you, Spoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we go by tonnage, I count as like 3 people, so you're all still outnumbered.
But you don't count as 3 women.
I mean, Vex said her testosterone is really high.
Yeah, it's pretty high. Well, not to toot my own horn, but...
I'm doing a new video on that about the water level task and women's ability to mentally rotate objects or find their way through space. And women who have a male co-twin, so they're higher in testosterone, are better at all that stuff. Rotating shapes, being able to follow directions.
I'm not remotely surprised by that.
Yep.
Oh my god, this makes so much sense. I've always wondered, like, because every female friend I've ever had can't read a fucking map. Like, even not just a paper map, like Google Maps. I'm like, bitch, are you serious right now? Like, the arrow is pointing for you what direction we're in. Like,
just a little quirk of estrogen, actually, is that, or comparatively, excess testosterone is what it seems to be like the causal mechanism of why women get lost so easily, why we can't rotate shapes. Yeah,
so
all that
what we've
stuff.
Learned is, gentlemen at home, if you find yourselves dating the one female member of fraternal twins, and she does seem, for some reason, to be much more bearable than your average relationship, shake her brother's hand from time to time. Give him a nod, buy him a beer, thank him for his service. Yeah. And failing that, I don't know, buy her some Tren or something. I don't know how these things work particularly well. Do I look like an endocrinologist?
This really weird image right now of, you know, the old adverts like you're hungry, buy Snickers.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I could just imagine someone like just like some bimbo trying to read a map, and someone just go like, "Hey, would you like some Tren?" So you can read a map better. Can't read a map. Get us some Tren.
Quickly
of
Gertrude, do a key's worth of fucking pre-workout that'll help things along. We'll find our way out of the boonies before long.
Speaking of estrogen,
I have seen people snort creatine, by the way.
I don't know.
I've seen people snort creatine. Didn't that one guy do it on stream? That one weird guy with Nuka?
Oh yeah, Base Balaclava Man got permanently banned from streaming because he did a line of protein powder with
his protein powder.
on stream. I think it might have probably been creatine considering the consistency, but it got Layman like permabanned.
Yeah, oh right, that was on Layman's stream. Oh,
he was fucking seething. This is after last time Baseball Clavet Man had been on. He was microwaving a sealed bottle of cider and giving Layman a heart attack.
Well, yeah, I can remember with pissed off different elements of the internet. Like Josh Moon does not like this game, the owner of Kiwi Farms. Because he also thinks it's like pedo bait. Oh, sorry.
What?
Were we F for a second?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're good now.
I'll restate what I just said there because I don't know when we dropped out. Speaking of estrogen, we're going to talk about this dad simulator game, Pragmata, the new Capcom game. Because one thing that it has done is suddenly, like, and this is what the thumbnail is, broken the Foyd conditioning, where all of a sudden all these women and men are coming out and saying, this is so adorable, I want to have a kid. And I mean, obviously, it's a video game. It's not, like what actually raising a child is like. But at the same time, there's been a very strange response in the opposite direction coming from different sides. Like I mentioned, Josh Moon, he hasn't, I think, said the owner of Kiwi Farms. I don't think he said anything about it directly, but he's been tweeting a lot of stuff about kind of like how this is pedo bait. And then you're also seeing the feminist side of the internet say, this is pedo bait. So I guess the question is, one, is this pedo bait, or is it just wholesome? And I guess, two, is it actually this easy to break the feminist conditioning? And is Shinzo, I guess three, is Shinzo Abe looking down from heaven going, well, he lives in you, he lives in me. It plays in the background. I guess the specific version of that song that Bill came up with is, he lives in me, he lives in you, have lots of children, and expel the Jew.
Absolutely based. We all thoroughly endorse that.
I stole it from Bill.
I don't know music theory, okay? I'm half-assing it.
It's pretty good half-hearting, though.
How is it PDF bait? I'll show you. This is one of the scenes from it that everybody's kind of cooing over as being really adorable. This is the introduction of the character Diana. If you have my screen up, Spoon?
Yeah, I'm trying to... Hold on. For some stupid reason, this thing isn't...
What are you trying to do?
Oh, boomering. No. Nice to know Spoon still boomers on stream.
Yeah, you boomers with the best...
If you're expecting anything to change, you've come to the wrong podcast.
No.
Kurt Darling, I don't know about that. I saw people talking about that too. Capcom issuing a crying emoji is sus AF. I don't understand why that's apparently sus, but I saw people saying that it's like the emoji that it's based on is like lolly stuff, like a creepy. But I've not also been able to see any confirmation of that. I don't know. I've not played the game. I'd like to play it. It looks adorable. I don't know how good the game. This is no one's talking about the game, so I have no idea if it's a good game or not.
They can throw this kind of saying it's a dog whistle and all this shit, because who the fuck's going to come out of the woodwork to explain?
Yeah.
No one, not a soul.
Ooh, that is sus. But I don't know about. I mean, that is sus. But
knowing enough to argue one way or the other with authority is enough to get you under suspicion. So
right.
So they know that they can quite comfortably argue this point however they wish.
However, I also don't think an emoji is enough to get pissed off about it.
Do you have the response with the emoji? Like, what's the context?
Yeah, I'll just find it because I saw people talking about this, but I wasn't even.
I just
sure.
looked at it when
again,
oh
I
look,
didn't know the source.
It's a giant robot man and an adorable little girl.
Well, why don't I start by playing the clip?
I read that the kid's an android and the main character is basically a colonist. Basically, it seems to be very Death Stranding like.
That's what it seems Death Stranding like, but
yeah.
I mean, this is not the first dad simulator game, and they have always been popular. I mean, obviously there's Walking Dead, which was massively popular. Everyone loved those games. The Last of Us, another zombie dad simulator.
Pretty much every Resident
Evil.
War.
I mean, I would call Resident Evil 4
Yahtzee would call this
simulator.
Yahtzee would call this hairy dad game.
Let's watch the
because they have beard.
Resi 7, 8, and 9, however, are in the sad dad genre.
That is true. Let's play this little scene.
Just, what are you?
I am DI-03367, a state-of-the-art pragmata created here at the Cradle. I possess basic life-saving...
How about we call you Diana?
I mean, in terms of it being similar to Death Stranding, it's just like, okay, so I forget the name of the baby, but like 7 years older or something. People also had problems with what this character looks like. There was one that was going around...
Of course, it's an Aryan ideal.
No, but there was one that was going around about like, this is like a pedophile's version of a child, and their suggestion was to make her look more like a child.
How do you make a child look more like a child? What the hell is that?
They make her eyes even bigger, and I don't know if I can find this.
This seems to be very similar and reminiscent of the design of the android character Megan.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Here it is. This is what I was. Okay, and because it's her face is in a similar sort of.
Also, very much coded after Sunny from MGS4.
This person,
look at
Juniper
that's adorable.
Femme, has been the predominant sort of like shit poster about this game, and getting a lot of reactions to it and stuff. But you see this one, Ghoul Hag. These are all feminists, right? I feel like it's a breach of ethics at this point to design child characters for an audience of majority male gamers. They've made CP of her that had to be banned on Reddit. I mean, like, I'm sure they did that, which is disgusting. But
there was one person that did, like, one notable case of it, and they immediately got suspended. So
I mean, as they deserve to be. Like, yeah, shit's fuck. But like the problem is that anytime you have a female character, if you remember Shadman, he was drawing art of the girl from Logan. Who he did all that.
X-23,
yeah, and X-23. I'm trying to remember the actress's name, but I mean,
Daphne Keane.
Daphne Keane. They'll do that to anything. Like these freaks will do that to anything.
Lest we forget, Shadman was legitimately the most connected person on Twitter.
Yeah. I mean, knew everybody.
Statistically, was like the most followed person by people who were followed by multiple people.
But this Juniper Femme, this person is like a feminist who's been getting a lot of traction on these tweets, and says, "Funny how you all have paternal instincts for a child with a model woman's face plastered on it. Make her look like an actual kid with This is insane. What an insane thing to do with missing teeth, short hair, bare face, snot, and see if those instincts kick in over the same game. This game openly caters to pedos. The gaslighting is over. Oh, it's a game that caters to pedos? Let me make it look more like an actual child. That's a good idea.
Yeah, this character is not an actual child. She's an android.
You? Yeah,
so you don't want her to look like an actual... If I rock up to a research station for work, and the little automata that follows me around to help me with my job looks like the one on the right, I am leaving and I am reporting.
Like, that is actual pedo bait, is it not? The one on the right?
It is, yeah.
The one on the left just looks like, okay, we had to make do with what like synthetics parts we had, so we kind of bodged something together.
I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like Xenosaga, where
also
like,
on the right massively clashes with the art style of the game.
I agree. However, if you're worried that this game is pedo bait, why would you then suggest to make the child look younger?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
To look like a toddler. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's worse. There's been very weird reactions to this game. We'll continue this clip though.
How does it go? Oh look, they look cute.
Yeah.
From now on,
people want to take care of a little kid.
How's that fit?
Diana. Cute. Diana.
Yeah.
Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana.
Kids.
Diana. Suck shit, android. You have no object permanence.
I mean, it's hard not to smile at that. It's really cute.
It's just adorable.
It is. It's adorable.
I'm just going to throw it down. I don't want to take any kind of advice from the people who are arguing this. I guarantee you there is overlap with the people who sexualized Am.
Oh. Who? How do you sexualize Am? I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.
There is someone did a little animation for the radio drama version the BBC put out in the 70s.
Uh-huh.
The one that Harlan doesn't actually put more... The one that probably has the most characterization for Am.
Am is a
world-spanning
computer, by the way.
Oh.
Yes, Am is literally the planet. Like, the entire plot takes place in the belly of Am. He's also essentially a 200-year-old child soldier, completely...
Who wiped out humanity, sans a couple of humans that he leaves around to torment for all eternity.
Yeah, he just purely because... Yeah.
People were getting rock hard to that.
Yeah, that's why I was very confused by what Bill said. I mean,
Oh god, that's
yeah,
fucked
people
up the way you
are
phrase
weird
that.
about anything. Real quick, TJ Francer 5 says, Ave Crown Crew, I got a cutback on Super Chats for a while, so here's to the hashtag Whiskey Fund. Glad we got the sword funded, which I'm pretty sure it is, but I will double check. If not, we'll put this in the Whiskey Fund. And I gotta go through Super Chats. I've been so
People
busy,
will
I'll do
pay
that
me
this
to
week.
drink?
I apparently.
No, don't go down that road.
Spoon, a gift. No, yeah, don't go down that road. I've seen too many YouTubers do that. And Looney Lenny for 20 says it's not PDF bait, it's cute. I agree. But I don't believe these women for a second. They've hated men and not wanted kids for 10 plus years, and now they change their minds on a whim. No, you don't break psychological conditioning that easily. I agree. However, I mean, some of those women might not have been. I don't know a lot of the women who've gone viral. I'm not familiar with them for their reactions to it. And I know some of them have come out and been like, oh, don't put this on my name. Don't use me for your right-wing propaganda or whatever. But here is how it is being used for right-wing propaganda, essentially.
All the fan art of Am is way more aggressive than I thought it was. I regret Googling this.
Why did you do... Why?
I wanted to prove my point that I wasn't
I'm
insane.
sure it exists. So here's all the cute... Here's all the reactions to the cute things she does, right? And from the Foids.
Did she give me a gift?
Hold on. Is this supposed to be when we first boarded the tram?
Just puts his helmet on. He's like mid-conversation. I'm out. Yeah. Okay. Everything's adorable and cute. She hung it up. So good.
Is this
Yes.
supposed to be when we first boarded
She's
the
so adorable. Guys, I'm throwing my.
So then, by the logic of all the people calling this PDF bait, these women are also PDFs, right?
I mean, by that
Apparently.
logic, I suppose so. But like, I mean, wow, look at nature kicking back in so quickly. You know,
The reaction to this
No, I'm not
game is
gonna do
interesting
coke.
because I think it does highlight where online gaming discourse is, and the fact that for 3 years now almost, the primary selling feature for people that talk about games online has been, can I fucking goon to this character?
yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the natural point where
Yeah.
that was going to go when that has become your focus for whether a game is worth pre-ordering or investing time in. So this doesn't surprise me at all. When they showed the trailer for this last year, I was like, man, some niggas are going to think this is PDF bait or something. They're going to sexualize that little girl. And here we are.
Yeah, Tarek Tech Marine says in the chat, he says, women do this for everything though. Grogu, Groot, and so on. They do it for dogs as well. Grogu, Groot, and dogs are not even facsimiles of a human, though.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Grogu a little bit. Like, he is a
Also,
baby, essentially. But he's baby Yoda. Like, this is a... Yeah,
Human,
it doesn't look exactly
basically.
like a human, but very close in facsimile to a human child, and who is acting like a human child, and in terms of giving you drawings. You know what I mean? It's a little bit different, I think. And of course,
Protection instinct from like Grogu and Groot and that is that they are traditionally in very dangerous situations for someone who is an infant. Whereas, from what I can tell from this game, it just seems to be more of a spacewalking sim of some kind, like in the vein of Death Stranding. I don't know. I could be very wrong. This could be a fucking shmup for all I know.
Again, I've heard nothing about. I even made a post on Twitter. I was like, "Is it a good game?" And everyone was just talking about how yes, it is, but I didn't get any information about why it's a good game. But people do seem to like it.
That also is another red flag to me, because if a game
yeah.
like this is going viral over this stuff, that means the game itself doesn't actually have much substance.
To be fair, I don't even know what kind of game it is. What kind of game even is Pragmata?
So I watched Yassi's
walking
review
sim?
on it from
good,
Ramblematic. Yeah, and he said it does okay. The story is a bit lacking in the sense that it's a bit schizo and all over the place. But the fact that
It's Japanese,
it just does that right, and there's not really much else wrong with it. I suppose it's a green light in today's fucking wacky ass standard because AAA is shit. And it's original IP.
Excuse me. Action adventure played from a third person's perspective. Players able to control both Hugh and Diana at the same time as they look for a way to escape a lunar research station filled with hostile AI robots.
Oh yeah, there's a shooting and hacking mechanism.
Yeah, hacking
which
puzzles.
works quite smoothly.
This has a lot of airs of you got the Stranding influence. You got what I would say is binary divide influence of all things. And very much a lot of Nier Automata as well, given the mix of hacking and
Yeah.
So
Also,
if
by
this
the
is
way-
PDF,
This is the same. Sorry, did I have this one already? No, sorry, I did have this already. Continue. I'm looking for it.
You were saying, Vix?
go ahead, Spoon. No, go ahead.
because I remember watching. There was I think you sent this to me like several months ago, Vex. There's like a 7-minute video of like girls gushing over Arthur in Red Dead Redemption 2, and the main one that they all go gagas for is when he picks up Jack when he's on the horse.
Yep.
And everyone just goes, my ovaries, ladies swoon over that moment.
Same with
That's
the
getting
flower
close to the
crown
soundboard.
scene too, right? Because he weaves the flowers and he gives it to
Oh,
Arthur
yeah.
in one of the sides. Yeah, that's another one that chicks really like.
You want to talk about flower crowns? Hang on, I've got a gif for you.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
My favorite gif from my collection that I keep on, just saved my favorites.
You've got a flower crown gif on deck?
Oh yeah, don't worry. Do you want to know what I mean when you see it?
Oh no, what is
Uh-oh.
it? I
Doozy.
cosplayed Shawnee from The Witcher 3, and I made a flower crown because she gets a flower crown in that DLC, which was really fun.
Speaking of, like, the discourse also doesn't make sense because this isn't like a new thing in gaming stories where you have
that's
the
what I was
older
saying,
dad with a like The Last of Us very
Last of
famously
Us,
did.
Walking
BioShock
Dead.
has the big daddy with the little girls as well that you can choose to sacrifice or save. Like,
Yes, BioShock, God of War for the last couple of years has been.
That was the first thing that came to mind for me.
Yes, if I
You did yassify Anne.
scroll up the other images. I like your booze mean nothing.
What?
Absolutely nothing. Not a
you
thread
wanted
of
me to
substance.
show
You horny
the-
slags. I
oh,
hate
I
this.
didn't. I see what you mean.
It's aggressive.
By the what the fuck, dude?
so what does the character actually look like?
Nothing.
the thing, the flower crown. I posted just below.
Oh yeah, that's what he
That's
looks like.
Am.
The thing that has got a flower crown on
Am
it.
is literally like the whole Earth hollowed out and filled
it's
with a
just-
sprawling supercomputer.
Yeah, you can read what it says. Kate, hate, let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits and wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nano-angstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1000th of the hate I feel for humans at this micro-instant for you. Hate. That's Am.
It's very
That's what's
aggressive.
printed on the big rock. Yeah.
Dang.
And yet people have made fan art of this character. I mean, good lord.
This is what I'm. Whenever I see shit like this, I think the best thing that can happen for humanity is if the internet gets destroyed.
Bruh.
I agree.
I'm
Yep.
siding
Yeah.
when the time comes. I'm siding with Am. Fuck y'all.
You know the last scene in Mass Effect 3?
Mm-hmm. The
When you have to-
shitty multicolored one where
Yeah, where you have to decide like you sacrifice
your
like
decisions matter, you know.
yeah, the one where you have to decide like, but do you mesh with the machines? Do you destroy them? And one of the things that would happen is you lose interplanetary travel. Basically, make that scene with just, do we destroy the internet? That's yes. Yeah.
That would be interesting. Yeah,
No, I would say the internet is closer to the end of Mice and Men.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of.
I haven't read of Mice and Men since I was.
Time
a
to
kid,
hear
though,
about the
afterward.
rabbits, internet.
Lenny.
Right.
Wow.
Jojo for 5 says I got Pragmata yesterday. It's a lot of fun to see the discourse around the game that it's PD bait. I'm glad Capcom's new IP is good so far. Me too. Ooh.
Bitching morons.
Gamers will just like fucking complain about anything. Something's good, they'll complain. Something bad's complain. There's nothing there, they'll complain. There's lots there, they'll complain. Like you're all a bunch. You're like collectively as a group, you're a bunch of faggots, and I don't care if that offends anyone. Gamers are genuinely like some of the dumbest people on the planet Earth. Like it goes Somalis, and then gamers are right above them.
Very.
This
true.
is why
Also,
Vex and I are friends. Because I said the
Toby
same
New in the
thing.
chat brings up, that is the ending of Deus Ex. What you just asked about, like, both the ending of Deus Ex 1 and Deus Ex Human Revolution have essentially, like, right, was it Human Revolution or was it Mankind Divided, where the ending was do destroy the internet? I don't remember. It was, or that's pretty much the ending of one of them. Actually, it's also the ending of Cyberpunk. What the fuck?
I'm just going to say this. It seems like a lot of games are just trying to be a precursor to Dune.
Well, a possible ending of Cyberpunk.
Yeah, that too, actually.
But we get it, like the Butlerian Jihad. Like, get over yourselves.
I'm going to say
Yes, the
something
Valerian
sacrilege.
Jihad.
I actually haven't played any of the Deus Ex games.
Oh my dude!
I haven't either.
Spoon, please stream yourself playing the original Deus Ex, or I mean, Human Revolution or Mankind Divided are fine as well. But
I thought our first gaming stream was going to be me and him playing Phasmophobia with me with a fucking like whole load of alcohol and drugs.
You can't do that on YouTube. There's
I'm not suggesting it on YouTube. I'm suggesting
way too many slurs.
Honestly, Rumble might be risky at this point with the shit I'll come out with.
Considering what Bill likes to do is get extremely drunk while playing Phasmophobia and antagonize the ghosts by calling them bitch and was and other such things.
You know what? There's a platform for you then, Bill. It's called Kick.
That's true. It's Kick. There's Kick.
Yeah.
You're right. I'll go back.
We could do that.
The streets.
You guys should do it. It'd be so fun.
All I'm saying is that my method has never failed. I have yet to die whilst I've had half a litre of rum in my system and a bunch of edibles.
Yeah.
They're scared of me. What
the word jihad is censored on YouTube. I'm not surprised by that.
And also this is something that Vex taught me, is that I'm a very vacuous gamer, because she had to explain to me the plot of Red Dead Redemption in a way that actually made me see the story. Because when I play a game, I don't play a game to get invested in the narrative. I play a game to kill everyone who looks at me wrong. That's the reason I play games.
Retarded. You like Mass Effect though, so and Dragon Age, right?
I play Mass Effect to do two things. To make people go fly up in the sky and then push and then make them go flying and shag Jack. That's basically it. I don't really care about any of that.
Recognize my fellow Bionic was here. Bionic was here. Let's go, homie.
Yeah, that's basically what I do in that game. For me, I'm either very competitive, I must win the race, or I must kick the shit out of everyone. Like, the story is I
don't understand that logic, because like you told me you wanted to just shoot Micah in the face, and like there's no reason for you to want to kill him that badly if you don't understand why he's the antagonist. Why he's the killer.
It's just vibes.
Spoon and I have done multiple...
Didn't like him, shot him.
Spoon and you and I have done multiple streams at this point where we just gush about Fallout New Vegas and its story. So I don't entirely believe you.
But that's different, because the story of New Vegas.
See how he folds back.
But with New Vegas, the actual events seem to be unfolding around you, and you seem to be the catalyst behind tipping over the point. So you're involved in most major events.
I really think you should play the original Deus Ex, because it's just an Alex Jones simulator, and it's such a good game.
Oh, and also
don't do what I do and just mainly play 2.
Also,
no one plays Invisible War, bro.
I did.
I mean, I have 2, but it's not very
It was the one I played the most.
Oh no!
Also,
like Dragon Age 2 is the one I played the most. Mass Effect 2 is the one I played the most.
How?
And I have 100% Devil May Cry 2.
That one's okay.
Well done.
No, it's not.
But
the black sheep of all of them, though. The black sheep of all those franchises.
I did prefer it to 4, but it's not difficult.
Well, not Dragon Age now because of Vanguard, but
the reason I will say Fallout New Vegas is different is because the entire game's premise is entirely political. Whereas with the...
Then you will like Deus Ex 1. As Eldub says in the chat, Deus Ex is so good and has relevant points of things even today.
For a whole 1.5 games.
Yeah.
Mr. House is not weak, he's old. He's in a machine. So in the chat said someone Mr. House is weak. Like, no, he's not. He's a visionary.
Oh,
also, you do realize that Caesar, if he doesn't get a competent physician, he dies. Sorry to spoil the fucking plot there for you.
Oh right? No! Oh, Hazard, you spoiled the plot of a 15-year-old
Spoon. No one's living long enough to die of natural causes if I'm around. I'm Courier 6. I'm a cannibal. Exactly. I do drug. I'm on so many drugs, I don't walk. I just float in the T pose, light pouring from my facial orifices as I scream the names of the people who will be next to die.
Jesus Christ. I'll make a deal with you, Aiden. I will play that if you play New Vegas, and for once you stop being a cringe fag and pick the NCR and pick Mr. House as a monarchist.
I will. Dude, you don't have to convince me to replay New Vegas, homie.
Okay, we know that Spoon is on Team House. The House always wins, etc.
Yeah.
Everyone pick your factions.
We've been over this. I'm on Team NCR only because I don't want to make Boone sad. Only because I'm.
He's already sad.
Okay.
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't want to make him more sad.
The cringiest thing ever. I don't make the saddest
Gentlemen,
person in the entire freaking game even gayer than he already
we're
is.
talking about women's reactions to gaming media, and look, you've observed it. I like
Bex, have you played New Vegas?
Oh,
Vex,
you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Oh, sorry.
Have you ever played New Vegas?
Sorry, we're crashing out for a bit on ours.
No, you're good. You're good. I started New Vegas. I have not finished New Vegas.
You must finish New Vegas and tell us which faction did you choose. The correct or the incorrect and cringe gay.
Oh, I've got the correct answer, and none of you are going to like it.
Anarchy.
The Thorn.
Okay.
Which is it?
The Thorn.
Oh, you're just... Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry, what the fuck?
I'm just going to take Bill's recommendations at this point. Like, his phasmophobia logic is pretty sound.
Welcome to the Thorn. We just like fighting animals in an arena. 1v1 in this fucking Deathclaw.
Okay. No, Fallout's just one of those franchises I just never got into. I own 4 Fallout games, but I just never got into them, so...
Please tell me 76 and one of them.
There's really only 3 of them worth playing in total.
No, I have 2, 3, 4, and New Vegas.
2 is 1 and 2 are worth playing. Particularly 2 is worth playing. New Vegas absolutely worth playing. 3, honestly, I can pass.
You have to squint pretty hard to think
definitely pass.
Level 4, yeah.
3 has Liam Neeson.
It does have Liam Neeson, but it sucks.
Liam Neeson is in a lot of very questionable things.
You know how earlier today, actually, speaking of Dark Souls 2, we were talking earlier today with Harry about that. Oh, should I bring that up? All right, Spoon, because we had a long discussion about this morning.
All right.
About Spoon being objectively incorrect about this Dark Souls 2 remaster. Yeah, this.
What about...
I'm going to end up arguing with the entire chat and flip all of it. Oh, shut your face.
Yes, you are. So, Spoon... Alright, so here we have vanilla Dark Souls 2 versus
now, I will
Dark
bet
Souls
you,
2 LE
I will
with
bet you,
path tracing.
Aiden does not give my correct position. She will somehow fuck
hang
it
on.
up.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna first ask the chat, which do you prefer? Which...
One.
By the way,
the vanilla one.
This is my edited. This is the edited photo. This is not the original one.
This is what you posted in the group chat.
Yeah, this is the edited one with AI.
Oh, is it? Sorry, it's not even the original
Yeah.
one. Let me go find it then. Right, sorry, where's the original one?
Yeah, Harry
sorry,
posted
I didn't realize
it.
that you... Yes. You did.
No, Harry posted the
Harry
original one. That's why I
responded
first
to it
saw
on
it.
Twitter. Yeah, here it is. Here's the original. Okay.
The 2 looks... The second one looks fucking ghastly. I'm sorry. That looks like a fucking floor I'll have to walk carefully across at work.
That floor looks fucking lubed. That's what it looks like.
Yeah,
right?
that is a
floor.
Space Station 13 fucking hallway. Space lube on every surface. You run into this room, your ass is skidding out those windows.
Is Spoon defending the bottom picture?
Yes, he is. Yes.
Can we hear your
why
take,
is it
Spoon?
lubed up? It's greasy.
Now I would want to see how this is a lot. If I could recall correctly, this is Alon's arena. I would want to see how he looks in the actual arena.
Probably dark as fuck. You probably wouldn't be able to see him with the way that the bottom one's lit.
But look at all the color and the detail in terms of the
detail.
checkerboard.
What strikes me the most, this is what I hate about remakes or remasters of games the last few years, is they take away everything that made the original look so aesthetically interesting.
By the way, hold on a second.
The Demon
Different colors
Souls
in it.
intro for the remake makes.
Hold on a second.
Stop fucking eating cock and explain your point of view already. Please, we're waiting.
You are all talking. I'm patiently waiting my turn because I have manners, you bitch.
We're waiting. When do you wait?
No, you're not. You're
for
freaking
anything?
talking.
Let him cook, for fuck's sake.
Fucking assholes.
We're waiting. Go.
First of all, the bottom one is a mod.
Yes.
It's not even part of the game.
We know.
Right? So to say it's a remaster.
Let him cook.
No, I said if you look at the backdrop there, the skybox, I prefer the skybox on the first one. I'm talking purely on the lighting. Which lighting system do I prefer? Because that's what the entire fucking thing was. And I said I prefer.
I much prefer the one on the top.
Cook.
Yeah. If I'm going for the detail of everything, the first one is what I would prefer. But if I'm going purely on which lighting effects am I going, I'd like the textures of the first one.
Dipped. Fuck.
Yep.
No, it's connected again. There you go.
Okay. Real
I
quick,
don't know what
hello,
the
we are back.
fucking
I
hell's wrong
will.
with OBS?
As Spoon, as he gets back, I'll read these super chats real quick. Rat Bartholomew Cheesington for 2 says, "I'm starting to think we peaked with Skylanders. Something I never got into. It just seemed like
fucking
it was for
Skylanders.
kids.
Like this
Yeah.
man, like super chatting to us live from the womb.
Skylanders has been out for like 15 years now, probably, dude.
The Skylanders aren't even relevant anymore. They had like maybe a 2-3 year lifespan, and then they fucking
were
died.
huge, though.
I hate Skylanders, man. I was working at EB Games or GameStop.
I was working at Kmart when that was, so I was working in retail as well.
They started allowing those in for trade, and it was a fucking nightmare because you had to learn the Skylanders names in order to inventory them properly.
Oh,
I hated it. I hated it.
That's indoctrination. That should have been the fucking...
It really is.
People should have been up on felonies for that shit.
And Slosher for 20 Canadian says, Aiden plays games for her sad boyfriends Garrus and Boone. You know it, brother.
Yep.
I'm starting to think my Zoloft prescription wasn't a mistake.
Bill, that's
As
don't
I've said
read
before,
anything into
gentlemen,
it.
if the woman you know enjoy the presence of sad men in a narrative, don't worry. If she can't find one, she'll make one.
You tell me on a daily basis. I go, "What's wrong, Bill? Are you okay?" And you go, "That's just how my face is."
It is.
I can attest to
how my
that.
face is.
Yeah, I can attest to that. Same thing.
Anywho,
All right, Spoon, we've
continue
been
your
waiting
defense,
for your
yes.
explanation, though. Yeah,
Yeah.
for this lighting shit.
Oh, for goodness sake. I prefer to look at the first one overall, right? Like the skybox and the detail. But I prefer the lighting of the second one. But if I look at the difference between the 1 and 2, as far as the lighting goes, the first one, the sun is way off the frame because you can see there's no stream of light that comes in. It's just a general ambiance
there is literally
lighting.
a stream of light on the right hand side. Look
Yeah,
at
Yeah, but
it.
it's not. No, it's not. Look at it. It's on the other side as well. It's not as intense as the. If you look at where you can see where the sun is in the second one, it's behind the column. That's
There's a seam in the clouds because the area. This is the Iron King's kingdom, and it's an area encased in
Here's
smog.
the ray of light. There is
I see
sunlight
that
comes in
too.
on the left, but it's way more muted because as it would be if
Yeah,
the
that's what
sun
I'm saying.
were over here.
There's a general ambiance lighting in that first one, whereas the second one it's way more intense. Right? If you could give me the skybox of the first one, but like the lighting detail of the second one, you can get the best of both worlds.
Okay, can I ask you an honest question, Spoon? And it's okay to be honest, like truthful about your answer. Are you the retard that plays Minecraft with ray tracing on?
You lost me at are you the retard that plays Minecraft?
With ray
Everything
tracing.
else
With ray tracing on.
No, I don't play Minecraft.
There's nothing wrong with playing Minecraft.
Yes,
Okay,
there
I
is.
didn't
There's many
ask if you
things.
played Minecraft. I asked, do you play Minecraft with ray tracing on?
Well, if
you
I
were
don't
to
if I don't
Minecraft,
play
would
it
you
with
download a ray tracing
Minecraft,
mod?
why the hell no?
By the way, the
Blocks
poll
are so
is-
shiny in the sun. Oh my god.
Oh,
Spoon.
wow, weird. By the way, the chat is 76% prefer the top and 24% prefer the bottom, which is about as pro the bottom as it's gotten since originally it was like 80 something. But it's evened out to that.
Jokes here are too easy. I'm just going to walk away from that.
Yes, I know. Jokes
Also,
are
can we just
too
say,
easy.
just call it what it is? Top section, Soul Calibur stage. Bottom section, On-Scene Smokes boss fight. That's the actual difference.
Absolutely, yes. Top section Soul Calibur.
Just make Soul Calibur 7 and make
Abso.
it not shit, please.
Please. Speaking of bottom behavior, so here's this woman, Mary Morgan, and this woman, if you're not familiar with her,
He's an
works for
idiot.
Tim Pool. She's if you've ever seen like the blonde
By the way, she got
girl who looks
bodied
sleepy,
for this opinion.
yes, the blonde. Girl
I
who
bodied
looks
her as
sleepy
well.
On Tim Pool's,
The Cordray defended her.
Oh, that-
Of
I
course
didn't
he
see that,
did.
but of course he did. But
Fuck's
so did
sake.
Tim. However, this fucking take is insane in my opinion. Mary says, I've met Mary. What the fuck? She says, lots of strange reactions to this game. Let's clear some things up. Childless men don't have paternal instincts the way childless women have maternal instincts. We observe this even in the little way girls play versus little boys.
That's just
There
wrong.
are very observable differences in the way that little girls and little boys play. I'm going to talk about that again in my water level task video that I'm working on, which is that yes, from a very, very early age, boys play with mechanical objects, sort of. They are working out how things work. Girls, essentially, they play with social objects. and
the
you
baby
can see
dolls
this,
and all of that stuff. Yeah.
And you can see this preference from way before they actually even understand.
How is it
language.
paternal though?
Just by what they look at. You can, before they can even play with the objects, you can track their eye movement and see the little girls will be drawn to faces, the little boys will be drawn to objects. They'll also be drawn to faces as well, but the girls pay no attention to objects. Like if you show them a picture of a truck.
Okay, we agree with that, but what the fuck does that have to do? Yeah, we know this, but what the fuck? Yeah, but like what the fuck does this have to do with paternal instincts?
I don't know.
This is the exact kind of person who will defend the fucking first Silent Hill movie gender swapping. Harry. So, we can't believe that man can have paternal instincts. Like, you mean the literally the fucking building blocks.
Now I love the original Silent Hill film, but they had to. It's the same kind of person who would make up that kind of.
How can we improve Silent Hill 1's plot? I don't know. Let's give old Harry some ovaries and then rip off a line from The Crow for some reason.
Yeah. So this is insane, and then she backs it up with like
the
a real
part
thing.
Doesn't even make any sense.
Sort of, or alludes to a real thing that has nothing to do with this.
Is she? Is she trying to imply? Is she trying to imply by that the bracket sentence that we somehow have paternal instincts as children?
Yes. I think she's referring more to the maternal instincts one, because like little girls will play with like baby dolls and they'll try to be their mothers. So I think the brackets are referring to the second part, but yeah, it has nothing to do with the first. It's pointless to add in either way.
It is.
Maybe they just like children because they're mothers.
Designed that way, but
yes.
By the way, I'm about to blow this shit out of the water now. There's a community note on this. We're gonna go over some of these links because they link to scientific papers, and you know how I am. I love a good scientific
She's
paper.
a nerd.
Men first experience paternal instincts once they have their own children. This is patently incorrect. And typically, those paternal instincts are only ever felt for their own children and no one else's.
This just completely ignores all of history then. It's not like people went to war to protect families or anything like that. Cool.
Yeah. Well, how about this? How about anyone who's ever had a little, anyone with a younger sibling who they are tasked with looking after?
Think about like Les Miserables, for example. Like, what are you talking about? Men are not nurturers. Men don't gush over cute kids in public. They don't gush because men don't gush. This is the part
that's because they're men, you moron.
Yes.
Men are not nurturers. Yes, because the paternal instinct for the mother is to be the nurturer. The paternal instinct for the men is to be a protector, you dumbass. Jesus. Welcome to Biology 101.
The child, right? Men don't have baby fever. This is also incorrect, by the way.
The entire plot of Mad Max. Every Mad Max film ever made. The first one, it's his own kid that gets hurt. So
yeah.
But including the game is literally about Max becoming like a surrogate fatherless.
There's so many narratives about this because it's a real thing that exists. If a man wants to possess a child for any reason other than it being a product of his own lineage, he is likely a predator. The choice of language is
possess
weird.
A child. That's like sounds quite demonic.
Now it has to do with I think that. And I'll get into this in a minute, but I guess actually now it makes sense to go into it, is that this tweet comes out of the same sort of time frame as this. And so I think this is maybe where Mary is coming from. So this, oh my God, first of all, this guy is gay. He's a Hollywood actor, and his name is Shane McAnally.
I love it. I've
never heard of him, but his name is Shane McAnally, who is stunned by the massive backlash after posting a video of his surrogate baby boy crying for his mother. Now you can see it here. Like this, I think this comes out on the 17th. Here's the video.
Who do you want, Dada or Pop? No, Mama.
If you can hear that, it's everyone being radicalized by that one short sentence.
Yes, this radicalized a lot of people as to why this is disgusting.
I read a study that apparently, like for babies, it's easier for them to say Papa first, not Mama first. So I find it funny that it's saying Mama instead, if that study is accurate.
Well, if you think about like the shapes your mouth has to form to say versus pa, I don't know which one's more difficult, but I'd be interested.
Kids pop their mouths a lot, right?
Right.
So that's why Papa makes more sense than Mama, because you have to understand how to curl the lips.
Your lips. Yeah. So I actually think that probably is correct.
Remember, it's okay to traffic children as long as someone's.
Yeah, apparently it's a-okay to engage in child trafficking as long as you're gay.
I saw a statistic that something like 81% or it was something close to that of gay, like male gay couples that adopt always ask for boys.
Yep.
They don't ask
always
for females.
why.
Yeah.
They very, very frequently ask for boys, which is very creepy.
Oh, isn't similarly like the domestic like abuse rate for both children and partners amongst like lesbians specific, like 96%.
Yeah, they have the
lesbians
highest
are
rate of domestic
massively.
violence of any group. Yeah.
Massively. The highest group of domestic abuse, if you're talking about
I have an easy way to
sex
solve
couples.
this problem. It involves a blade that's quite sharp and a piece of rope.
I'm sure you do, but
in today's market, rope's expensive. I suggest a
rope is
wheel.
expensive.
The wheel is reusable. It is a renewable
It
resource.
is. Well, so is the rope.
But it hurts more.
Do you want
Rope's not as reusable as you think it is.
No.
Again, do it again.
I think. Oh. There is no mama.
Oh my god. This is child abuse.
Dada. You have pop. Two
Like,
choices.
how can you call it anything else other than child abuse? The child clearly wants his mother.
No mama.
Yeah, the person you bought them from.
Yeah. He just knows it instinctually.
No,
even if they took this baby away, and it looks like from infancy took this baby away, and still has this instinct because it is built into our DNA. He, maybe just by watching TV or whatever they've got around him, he's learned the word. But so I don't know how he's learned the word. But
and then one day, for no reason, the Austrian painter was elected.
Right?
Yeah, it's the strangest thing. Like, I, a child who cognition, am being presented with this pair of, parasite-addled homunculi who are LARPing through life like they're doing, and I'm surprisingly, I'm perhaps having the inbuilt response of, what the fuck is going on?
My
I
mother.
wish to be reunited with my mother, who I cannot see.
Yeah. I mean, it's revolting. That's enough of that. But I'm wondering, that was on the 17th.
If you can't
this
produce
is 3 days
a
later.
child naturally,
Okay.
that is God's way of saying don't reproduce.
Thanks.
I was gonna say, like, when you chose to be gay, you gave up your right to procreate. Like,
Yeah, true.
So.
Arden Party for
Yeah.
2 says sword fun and less done than Aiden's food fund. Thank you, sir. I think you
That's
need to
good
cook,
rhyme.
but yeah.
Never give her money for cooking. Never.
So I
You can't be
can
fucking
forward
trusted
that
with
bill.
it.
Yeah, I have to take a picture of the stuff.
So what
I
you're saying
cooked
is, here,
yesterday.
Bill, here's some money so you can pay off your debt at work.
Well, just say- I only asked you to get was a little bit of pork yesterday. Anywho, so
When you say a
this
little
tweet,
bit, what's the quantity of little?
he works at a,
1.27 kilos.
because that's what you
damn.
got from
Jesus.
your job. You could have gotten less.
That's
I
a
told you I
lot.
wanted a kilo. Yeah, and it ended up making more enchiladas than I intended.
You've still got 2.5 kilos of pate in the freezer.
Oh fuck. Anyway, so my point
Jesus
is that
Christ. She's got
that
more meat in the freezer than I do.
baby thing, which, like, I mean, the internet went crazy over it. I guess like these two.
No,
stories
it's
actually now
two.
were
No, it's
tied
two
in together.
gays and a baby. The baby is not gay.
Right.
The
Well, of
baby's
course,
going to
sorry.
grow up to be in prison after. I can't finish that
Don't.
joke.
Let's not. So, Grammy Award-winning singer and songwriter Shane McAnally shared a clip of his 5-month-old son Texan Ray.
You know,
on Instagram.
That kid is going to
like,
get
on
bullied.
a related note, not even that, but because this article, like, this whole video and everything went viral right after that lawsuit in the UK, like the court case in the UK started about the gay
yes.
couple that brutally raped their 14-month-old to death.
God, which was yes.
Yeah, so it feels like the bleed over from that might be here as well.
Well, that's
Just saying.
I think, it's probably a building of things. So you can see some other comments here. That's why I have this article in particular, this AOL article. Worst thing is that they obviously
Degenerates
like
like you
parental
belong on a-
instinct.
Wheel.
But you see this is the narrative that's building around this, which I agree with, by the way, in this context. The worst thing is they obviously lack paternal instinct to protect their child from sadness and confusion. The baby deserves better. Breaks my heart. I can't even explain. My heart physically hurts when I watch this. I feel.
Oh, I can
that
explain it
indeed.
easily.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, by the
Which-
way, because all of my
Legal
explanations
reasons.
involve
Legal
Game
reasons.
Awards.
Well, this woman, who I don't trust, but Katie Chant says the mama voiced bilabial nasal consonant sound is universal. as a phone, I think she. Phone. It exists in all languages. It's also one of not the first sound babies make, as it's almost impossible to not make it. It doesn't require teeth nor control of the tongue or palate. But mama is also the word for mother, and like, or something similar to it in a ton of human languages.
Almost every language, yeah.
Wish I could care this much about kids in foster care who have neither parent. I mean, like,
that's just like a fag who doesn't actually understand what everyone's pissed off about.
Yeah.
Just obnoxious git.
Yeah, you see this and you're supposed to go on with your day like nothing happened, beyond cruel, my blood is boiling. Horrible should never be allowed. Poor kid has no chance. As a mother, it's heartbreaking to watch. Truly, words don't express how angry this makes me. He has no affection towards that child. Sickening. This is not funny. Pure evil. I can't even watch this. Which is like, this is, I'm glad people are responding this way to that, because I agree.
Yes.
This is the normal reaction. This is your disgust reaction, your natural, evolutionarily developed
I, for
disgust
one,
reaction.
welcome Armageddon.
Heartbreak for the baby, laughing at baby for asking for its mother. You can rest assured this is a sign of worse things to come. Child needs to be placed in a safe place now. Sick. You see, get the idea.
Yeah.
So this happens on the 17th, though. And then on the 20th, we get this tweet about Pragmata from Mary Morgan. And I think these things are related.
I could see it, yeah.
Only in her head, because it's like, that's prescient and salient, that stuff. So, and men are not nurturers, they don't gush. So you see what I mean? Why I think it's, if he wants,
she's wrongly conflating two things, though. Like, the game is not about a man possessing a child.
Yeah.
He gets stuck
it's not
with
about
the
two
child.
faggots adopting a boy.
Yeah.
Right.
And you'd be taking
purchasing a child because they're fabulously rich.
Right. And you'd be taking the feminist, radical gender abolitionist position to protest any of the above points. No,
we're not.
See, this is again why I think this seems like it was all influenced by recent exposure to that stuff, to that story.
How is that a feminist position?
Explanation?
I don't get it.
I don't know.
Like, it says there are times where you should be when you look at one news story, you should be looking at others as well. So, for instance, whenever I see Bonnie Blue being mentioned, I know that some massive fucking scandal's about to break involving rapists.
Yeah.
Keeps happening.
Every time that bitch gets trotted out, you know it's about to be something fucking horrific in the news.
It should explain.
Similarly, like, you should be looking for what's a distraction and what's, trying to cover
As
your
we
perception.
always say, yes, if you're being distracted by something, why are you being distracted? This one, I'm not sure. I think I really don't know with this game, but this should explain why a dad simulator game marketed mostly to childless men gives people the creeps. I think it only gives you and a couple of other weird people the creeps. I'm not calling Mary weird in particular, but
to be fair, some of the people that Tim's had on have been a bit questionable. So maybe
that's true.
Also,
yeah, good point. Good point.
Well, speaking of Tim, he defended this.
I'm curious as to how it's marketed to childless men.
I don't, just because
she's making the assumption
gamers are childless. Yeah,
exactly, and that they're just neckbeards that fucking live in their parents' basements and haven't been in a relationship, which is ironic because she has been running a podcast called On Pop Culture for like 4 years now. Yeah. So I don't know how she's coming to that conclusion.
Okay, but that just means it's marketed to men. Like, even like if by her own,
men are predominantly gamers, so
yeah, that's kind of the point.
That men who are gamers must be childless, because
and also,
being a male gamer is so revolting to the female sex or something, I suppose.
Also, but you do realize if you were married and then you had a child, you would also still relate to the game because you have a child.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just any male can relate to it.
Did. Right. Yeah, Hassan also got creeped out by that. I forgot
That's
about
because
it.
Hassan is repulsed by his own fan base, who are mainly children.
Well, here was Tim's response before I look at Hassan's.
No, maybe
it's going to be wrong.
Maybe the android's too old for him.
This is a bit of classic, I would say, Tim Pool fence sitting. He says Mary is correct in tendency. I think people are taking her point to an extreme end. Despite the community note, I would still argue women are substantially more baby crazy than men, and that Mary is generally correct in her assessment. We're going to look at that in a second, Tim, because she's not.
Oh, wait, did anyone
the word predator, Tim? You fucking retard!
Yeah.
This is Tim literally saying, "Hey, my friend is completely correct, except for every single point."
Yeah, except for it's very fence sitting. So here's Hassan's reaction.
This Capcom's In any case, what is this? Capcom's Pragmata. Wait, did it come
Volume's
out already?
low.
Pragmata, it's making...
See if I can turn it up. No, unfortunately I can't. I don't think I have the volume booster on this.
That's fine. Suddenly want to start a family. You place Hugh, a soldier, stranded on a ruined lunar research station. His job is protecting the childlike android Diana while fighting rogue AI. It's out already? Is it good?
That is the first question to ask.
Death Stranding... In one emotional moment, she gives him a crayon drawing of the two of them together as a little family. Even streamers who say at the start they didn't want kids end up breaking down happy in tears.
It is cute.
So what's really interesting about this is all of these unfuckable losers in the gaming sphere always talk about like starting families and stuff. And I don't understand, like,
you see how, like, it's like every side of the aisle had a, like, there's someone who had a dog shit take on this.
Like, why this has become a thing that they care about. Like, if you're a gamer, you should care about things that you actually experience. You should care about things that you actually enjoy.
What we are watching here is Hassan admit to having a fantasia. I literally think he just admitted to just not being able to.
It has to be something that that he can't understand hypotheticals. Things you already enjoy is what you would do in a video game.
He has no empathy response whatsoever.
Excuse me, that makes no sense. Everything you do in a video game is something you can't, for the most part, outside of.
It's a fantasy, yeah.
Said a bunch of things. A bunch of things he thought were really, really like cutting, and instead, all that could really be taken from it is like 5 different interpretations, all of which are extremely damning for him.
What kind of fucking video games does he like then? Like games
are
that
you
he plays as a
suggesting
multi-millionaire dictator? Oh, Tropico, that's what he likes. All right, never mind.
Are you suggesting that I should hijack a plane, jump from it, and then try to land with my parachute on the fattest person that I can, and then take a minigun and absolutely maul down anything with a pulse? Because generally, that's what I like doing in a game. I feel like if I did that in person, I might get in trouble.
What a semi-petition.
What a bizarre
things you experience. Yeah, that's why you play games.
The whole point of video games is to be able to simulate experiences you can't have in real life, or would be extremely difficult to have in real life.
How does this retard have an audience?
They're also retarded, and also he's propped up by Twitch. They put him on the front page every
birds
single
of
day
a feather
so
flock together all
get
day.
filtered into him. Yeah.
Lonely gamer who has never been around a woman and will never have sex with a woman. Why do you care? Like, why do you care about having children?
Because they would like to have sex with a woman and have a child. Yeah,
that's not even the point. It's just, we can't be human. Is that what you're saying? We can't be human.
Why aren't you playing games about the things that matters, like skittering under in kitchen cabinets and stealing the human's food? Says the Roach.
Indeed. Why is he focusing on the adult woman aspect, not the fact that this is actually men expressing their paternal instinct to care for children that aren't even theirs? Which historically they have done, you know, taking in orphans is something that, I mean, like, that's the whole idea of sort of being like in the medieval era.
How many women have held a baby and suddenly desired to want a child?
I mean, they used to do that in high schools.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And then they stopped doing it because,
as a matter of fact, I will bet you can get a shitload of women to rethink their entire world if you could just. This is going to sound a bit creepy, so just bear with me. If you just had a girl. If you just had like hold on. If you just had like a really cute girl, just like run up to like random, like 20-something girls and just hug their leg, just watch the reaction.
What? A child?
Just to like factory reset them.
Oh, you meant okay? You said a girl run up to another girl, and I think
no, like a small.
You mean a child run up to a woman?
Yeah, just like randomly hug their leg, just to watch the reaction. Because you know the way that women like they hold a baby and suddenly like all the feminism goes away. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, as a prank, just, like, do that, just to see the reactions.
The way you worded that was strange, that's all.
The reality is what causes that is something called oxytocin, in large part. Oxytocin is produced in extreme quantities during pregnancy. It's the bonding hormone. Men also, and women do to a far lesser extent, express a hormone called vasopressin, which is a sex bonding hormone. That's basically why men fall so deeply in love with women is vasopressin, which is expressed after ejaculation. But oxytocin is expressed after about 5 seconds of skin-to-skin contact with another human being. And with babies, you get an enormous dose of oxytocin because they've got so much already pumping through their system, right? So that's why women experience that mothering bonding instinct by just holding a baby. It's oxytocin. It's the bonding hormone. It allows us to not want to abandon our children and things like that.
Oxytocin is strong enough that there's a whole studied aspect of if a waiter or waitress brushes your
hand. Yep.
Or
it says,
like that.
God bless your heart, God bless you, sweetheart. You have a wonderful day. And she grabs your hand for 5 seconds. The results show that you would tip that woman considerably more.
Dang.
Also shows is because oxytocin fluctuates, or in terms of in terms of the pheromone stuff, is that men will give more money to strippers who are ovulating. Like, we sense all of this stuff
it's so much of what you just said made me gross out.
It's true though. Men tip ovulating strippers more than they tip strippers who are in the luteal phase.
I could have gone my entire life without knowing that fact.
Well, now you know it.
Also, women, during ovulation, women get paler.
Yes.
This is a visible indicator.
Yes.
There's a body heat too. Body heat goes up when you're ovulating.
Indeed. Hassan's a fucking retard, though. Let's listen to the rest of his retard opinion.
Okay, quick question for you. How much of this is driven by his particular audience and political persuasion that is tied to money versus what he actually...
It's all tied to money. Hassan doesn't...
I was about to say what he actually thinks, but I think those two phrases don't go together for Hassan.
Like, again, if he wanted to play a video game that reflects his life, he should play Tropico. It's probably the only game he fucking plays.
Riding for having children. Like, if they changed...
He can't read.
For those unfamiliar, Tropico is a game where you play as a...
third world commie dictator.
Third world commie dictator. It's a very fun game series. But that's what you do in the game.
He plays a third world dictator?
If they changed the recipe of hot Cheetos...
Yep.
What's this game called?
In the Caribbean. Tropico. It's really fun. There's a bunch of them.
There's like 8 of them now. Yeah.
You should play one of them. Play one of the decent ones. I don't know how good some of the more recent ones are, but yeah, Tropico is a very, very fun game.
If they changed the recipe of, like, I don't know, Dr. Pepper or something, and you fucking freaked out about that, that makes sense, right? Like, that's precisely what your life is about. But as far as, like...
So, what you think is...
What the fuck? This is so weird. No one plays games
We're watching...
like
No. Let Hassan defend Gamergate on stream.
I guess, yeah. Let's go. Right, you're right. He's headed in that direction.
Families and whatnot. This is something that I never understand. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Because it's just not something that you're going to experience ever for your life, for the rest of your life, right?
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so by that logic, if I can't experience it, I shouldn't be able to do or I shouldn't have appeal in a game.
I mean, I think his...
That means I don't play any game ever.
Exactly, but I think his real problem actually is, although he didn't fully express it, is that this is political in his mind, because this is encouraging
It's not, it's
people...
biological. It's kind of...
Yes. But in his warped brain, he thinks this is encouraging women to have children, as we watched earlier, and that, oh, look at the women's reaction, and therefore this is political. And so I think he was headed in the direction of get the politics out of games, but he didn't fully commit, and instead is just going with the... you're a loser incel if you play video games, and you will never have children. Which, great messaging. Have you ever look at, like, Soviet era art? It's all family oriented, by the way.
Yeah, it's because it's trying to build
women
a
holding
working
babies
family.
and stuff. Yes.
Yes, the Chan with a big
isn't that what you're
jawline and
into?
massive forearms.
Isn't that what you're into, Hassan? Don't you want
I thought you meant me
people
for a
working
second.
on community community owned farms raising families? Isn't that what you're into? Seems like no.
This game looks surprisingly good for a game that's that actually is 10 years old.
What's that?
The industry is stagnated.
The Tropico.
Mm-hmm.
I could have played the third
one.
A
lot of software and a lot of software designers worked very hard to make sure that every massive stride forward in hardware is completely negated.
I think you should try. You should try one of the Tropico games. Spoon. Yeah, of course.
I'm not gonna lie, you had me in the first half there.
This is a good pitch. I will say, Japanese game, putting a child in there,
doing the same
playing
shit.
With fire. Okay.
Okay, so we're allowed to
in the world right now.
We're allowed to racially profile people now.
Hassan.
I mean, I do it anyway.
Oh boy, I've got a
Chinaman of any variety.
Routine.
Even though he worships Mao Zedong, he's made it pretty clear he doesn't like East Asians. I mean, he's racist as fuck, but not like a
personally, I
fun
prefer
way.
Uncle Stalin.
But I feel like any Japanese game you put like a child.
Jesus Christ!
It's gonna invite maybe the worst possible fandom.
Dude, didn't you shock your dog on stream last year? Like,
yeah, the doggy's got a little corner there, so you can make sure that you can see Kaya sleeping on her, threadbare cot still and not moving. I'm surprised you didn't zap her yet because she's asleep.
Also, you
he has
do realize
the electronic sound. He has the electricity sound effect on his fucking soundboard.
I know, because he tried to make it into a meme.
Yeah, and also you do realize BioShock had the little sisters, and that was years ago. No one said,
I mean,
look,
that's what I'm saying. It's not an old thing. Yeah.
It's quite normal.
So this is a bit of a review. This was what was linked
the
in the
entire plot of Lone Wolf and Cub and derivatives thereof.
Yes.
Like, it's not anything new.
Also, The Sims features children.
Yeah, but those are for girls, so no one cares.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, The Sims is probably not the one we should bring up in this conversation.
The inherent increases.
I used to play the
oxytocin.
crap out of that because I just used to enjoy making massive fuck off houses that appealed to my desire to build things.
I mean that's why I first started playing The Sims was for the architecture simulator.
Yeah.
The Sims crowd have got too much of a fondness for pools with no ladders.
Yeah. These increases.
I never did that actually. I did enjoy starting fires though.
I didn't like torturing my Sims. I do like playing genetic experiments with them though in The Sims 3 or 4, whichever one it is that had like the genetics sort of thing on it. Hey Scrump, how's it going?
It's genetics?
Everyone I know who plays The Sims inevitably makes a version of me and makes them happier than the real me.
What I like to do is create some kind of monster and then like just see how far they're, or like what I typically do more often than the monsters, I just make elves and I give them elf ears and then I see how long it takes for them to breed the elf out of the society.
I never actually did that.
I say this as Scrump calls me an elf in chat, okay?
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Although new fathers do not experience inherent surges in oxytocin like new mothers, interactions with their pregnant or lactating partner as well as their newborn infant have been associated with increased levels of oxytocin in fathers. Overall, plasma oxytocin levels have been observed in both mothers and fathers during the first 6 months of parenting. Testosterone also has an effect, I think, as, let's see, effects of testosterone less well defined. In indirect in mothers, variation in testosterone levels in mothers, not really. This one's, I think, less. Yeah, because I wouldn't expect testosterone. Well, it's interesting. Should be noted that men have higher basal testosterone. Yeah, okay. Prolactin. There are some differences. Prolactin plays an important role in lactation. Males, especially first-time fathers, show an initial dip in prolactin levels approximately 30 minutes after their first exposure to infant cues. This particular effect is restricted only to first-time fathers with prolactin. So, like, it makes men less likely to lactate when they're first-time fathers. Arginine vasopressin. Despite ample research in the role of oxytocin, little is known about the similar neuropeptide vasopressin, which, like I said, is what males produce after ejaculation. Vasopressin appears to regulate bonding in males as well as a defensive and territorial behavior. Yeah, that's exactly why it happens. So that fathers with high levels of plasma vasopressin exhibited more stimulatory contact with their infants, while fathers with higher levels of plasma oxytocin showed more effective touch. So in other words, you do have hormone changes that occur. Absolutely, they are not identical, but that do occur in fathers as well as mothers, and you can see it here in this convenient graph. With fathers, you have an increase in oxytocin, increase in prolactin, decrease in testosterone, increase in vasopressin. Women, you also see increase in oxytocin, increase in prolactin, increase in testosterone. Women go up in, this is orbital frontal cortex volume, men go down in orbital frontal cortex volume. Activation of the amygdala, the NACC, VACC, this is premedial frontal cortex.
What it boils down to is, okay, by the merit of the people who are given this game shit, should you be watching Taken unless you are a father?
What? Yeah, right?
Or Monsters, Inc.
Yeah. There's a million examples. I mean, yeah, Monsters, Inc. is a great one. This is that was an overview of the literature. This one's an experiment. I'm just going to scroll down to the relevant.
I'm only allowed to
here.
watch Saving Private Ryan if I'm a soldier.
Mean desire for baby ratings organized by sex, age,
Only allowed
and by
to...
reproductive status.
I'm sorry, unless you are yourself homeless, you shouldn't be watching Tokyo Godfathers.
What kind of profession would I have to watch, like Ishi the Killer?
I love
Have you considered a career in politics?
Yeah. So, I'll draw your attention here to section A of Figure 1. You'll see that men in their teens have
or lobbyists for smoking.
Men in their teens and 20s have a far lower desire for children than do women. However, by their 30s, men and women's desire for children is identical. And men's becomes higher than women's in their 40s, right? As men age, their desire to have children increases. So this whole idea that men don't want to have kids, and this is all some weird like creepy pedo thing is completely not borne out in the data. I'm going to go. I've finished my drink. I will be right back. I'm going to go refill it. I'll be right back.
There's progress in the world. I'm not being sent on a fucking errand this time.
Here, I'll bring this up. Oh my god. This is the Laura Loomer, Candace Owens stuff.
Oh, fuck Laura Loomer. Hang on, I'll get the glass for you.
Alright, here's the article.
I actually know nothing about what's going on here, so you'll have to...
Neither do I, actually.
Well, no, because, hang on.
It's just two women. It's a Jew and a black woman. It's like two people...
Yeah.
Two demographics I could give less of a shit about.
Although I do think it would be funny if they started a sitcom together where they were like a married lesbian couple and they just beat the shit out of each other. That's basically what's happening on Twitter anyway.
That's not a bad idea, actually, now that you say that out loud. What did Bill say?
I don't know, he yelled from downstairs. He offered to get me a drink, which is very kind of him. The feud between Candace Owens and Laura Loomer has become more personal and sharp. This is the Times of India, by the way. And new declamations now occupy
Oh god, no, more minorities.
Yeah. What began as a political dispute has evolved into something much more specific, with Loomer shedding light on the personal life of Owens, and vice versa, by the way. Owens has been calling her Larry the entire time. Now, by the way, Owens' track record on calling alleged women men has not borne out well in the courts, at least, or like maybe even a public opinion, because she kept calling Macron's wife a man.
Yeah, there was a lawsuit over that, wasn't there?
It was, yeah. And I mean, I don't know where I think the lawsuit's still in progress, but...
It is,
I mean,
yeah,
last
I heard.
If you look at her...
Apparently she does have evidence that she's a woman. I would say this, I'm less concerned about whether or not Macron's wife is a man or a woman, although I think it's possible. It might be a guy.
It's more the age gap that's really creepy.
That's what actually is creepy, is that she was his babysitter.
Yes.
Which is very
or teacher
weird.
Or something.
Or teacher, something like that, yeah. So
Jill Biden was the babysitter. That's who you're thinking of. Yeah.
Oh, like was it? Yes, Jill. Right. Yeah, it was all so weird. Very incestuous.
It's fairly normal to have like a crush on like a teacher when you're that age, but like marrying when you're older is when it gets kind of weird.
You don't go and do that. Yeah, the crush on the teacher, normal. Marrying the teacher, weird. So, Laura Loomer says, Candace Owens was living with a man named Ryan, who she was dating for 7 years, when she came home one day and told him she was engaged to George Farmer. How was she a devout Catholic? 2 weeks before she was... Like, she's just spilling tea. Thank you, Bill. Look at all this. She's 2 weeks before she was engaged to George Farmer. She was living in Philly with Ryan and her cat. She was planning to marry Ryan. Then she met George, and 2 weeks later was engaged to him. Don't let her tell you she's some devout Catholic. This woman's a Jew, by the way. I
was going to say, you're Jewish. What the fuck hell you to say about morality?
Ryan was her Republican boyfriend who converted her from Democrat to Republican by helping her make videos under the username Red Pill Black. God, I remember those days. How do I know? Right? How do I know? Because Candace invited me to dinner with her and Ryan in Connecticut multiple times in 2017. She's a social climber. I do think that's true.
Yes.
And I think she will say and do anything for money and fame.
Mm-hmm.
Including maybe abandon the man.
Laura, that would stick if it didn't apply to you either, though.
Exactly. That might
be... That is all completely true of both of you.
Mm-hmm.
It got more intense, though, where... They had the other stuff in here. They basically just got into a big fucking spat with each other over
This is precisely why you don't get women involved in politics.
Yeah, I know.
Because what these two fucking idiots are talking about is each other.
Yes, indeed. And then it escalates. Fuck. Oh my! I know,
face like that, nothing but escalation.
The thing is, it's kind of impossible. People post AI edited videos of Laura Loomer where they make her look more manly, but that's how she just actually looks.
This is actually crazy because I really thought all the photos I had seen of Laura Loomer so far were edited, and this is how she actually looks.
This is how she actually looks.
Bruh.
I know it's a big bro moment.
Bitch looks like the kid from Mask.
So here's what she had to say about Candace. This back and forth she does. They went back and forth for a while with each other.
What is really bizarre,
though... You're not a real conservative.
Is that while it looks fucked up, she does not age for like 10 years, though, which is kind of creepy.
Yeah, because it takes 500 fucking years for plastic to break down.
It's not even that. Like, all of this migrates within, like, 12 to 18 months. So unless she's getting, like, refillers every, like, 3 to 6 months, depending on how many cc's. Yeah, like, this is not... She's gonna age very quickly. You saw it with Kylie Jenner. Look, Kylie Jenner looks fucking 40 now because of all her fillers.
Oh, God. so this was the.
It's not like it was preserving anything. Let's be real.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Laura was never a looker, but this is.
She's also an infamous sex pest.
Well, she claims, she has
Trump?
claimed herself that she sucked Donald Trump's dick. And by the way, she is currently, or at least was, I don't know now, but as far allegedly currently one of Trump's top advisors. This is the person giving Trump, one of the people who convinced him to invade or to go to war with Iran, by the way, is this woman.
Supposedly?
That's why we're talking about it. Yes. She was on the phone with, apparently she calls Trump every morning, and she was talking to him regarding specifically going to war with Iran, and allegedly was part of the reason that he was convinced to do so. And I don't know how true all that is. A lot of it's White House rumor stuff, but she is very close to Donald Trump.
Get
and
better rumors, for God's sakes.
I know. Well, rumor, yeah.
I get the feeling that with Luma, like, just the way she looks, I don't know. If someone were to take again, God forbid something happened to, if someone took a gunshot, if you shot her, her head would reform. And she'd probably, it would be like something like the fucking Terminator 2.
I was about to say, she's looking like the Terminator 2 guy, yeah.
If you shot Laura Loomer in the head, her face would splash like mercury, reform into Jane Fonda. Right.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God, there is a bit of fun.
Oh, I can see it now, bro.
Yeah,
what a visual.
so can I. Oh, God.
I was saying the clay golems aren't, the Jews don't make them like they used to.
They don't make them like they used to. Good. Well, she's not, I don't think she's a golem. She's one of them.
Are really afraid of this nappy-headed black bitch who just has a lot to say, but not really a lot to offer. So I'm not afraid
the whole
of
thing's catty.
Owens, and I'm happy to match her.
Hey, everyone, watch the news. The ugliest bitches you know are pretending they're in Mean Girls.
At least, here's the thing about Candace. First of all, Candace is for a black woman is pretty good looking. I'd say she's got.
Listen, your opinion on this is tossed.
Yeah, I was about to say.
This is a woman who crushed on Kemi Badenoch.
However, she has a white husband. That's not for a black woman. Demonstrably, that is doing very well. And I'm not. Your own opinions aside, she's married to a white guy. She's got kids with a white guy. That's doing very well for a black lady.
Kings, you gotta know your worth.
I'm just saying, from their own community, that's how they talk about it. It's like marrying a white guy is marrying up in every capacity. You know?
To wrestle in the mud with that bitch and, roll around and hurl insults back and forth with her if that's what she wants to do. I'm not afraid of Candace Owens. There's really honestly nothing that this woman can do to me. There's nothing that Candace Owens can say.
No, your head would reform.
Right. That's why she's saying
Owens
that.
is a liar. Okay? And she's a deeply insecure woman.
You're Jewish.
Who is very unloved at the end.
Well, one of the things that she said, I don't know if she says it in this clip, but she said it on Twitter. God husband hates you, humanity hates you, your children are 100% going to hate you. If she doesn't say it in this clip, I saw her say that on Twitter, or I saw someone quote it before as well.
From Luma, the least popular human being on earth, that she can be called that.
Yeah.
The end of the day.
It's interesting to bring God into it, considering,
Yeah,
this is a woman who is allegedly in a relationship with a gay man who is always going to feel the rejection of her family, the rejection of her.
If she's in a relationship with a gay man, she's gone way farther with him than most women do with their peers. They had a child together.
3 children together. Not one, 3. Yeah.
What does any of this have to do with politics?
You know what? I feel like this
Nothing, it's just funny.
I can tell you right now, somewhere out there, Pearl Davis is watching this and going, thank fuck I'm not in this conversation.
But for once, she's not. No, she probably wants to be part of it, though.
I was going to say, not for lack of trying.
Yeah.
Her mother, the rejection of her family that she claims left her alone when she was 14 years old, right, to fend for herself.
I'd like to point something else out about Laura Loomer. She's been 5150'd multiple times. She can't own
What does that mean?
She has been interned in a mental institution.
Oh!
Really?
Yeah. No.
For what?
Have you got eyes?
No. Do I have it here? Yeah. Okay.
That should be evident. Laura Loomer has a long storied history of being a fucking psycho.
I have several copies of her prescriptions.
This is a woman who has got multiple complaints about her, sexually assaulting pundits.
Yes. She apparently has sexually assaulted a bunch of young lads at conservative events.
I've seen the videos of that, but did that get her condemned? That's what I mean.
No, apparently
was
she just Fuentes
one of them?
I don't know if she tried to pinch Fuentes' bum, but I wouldn't be surprised. I have copies of several of her prescriptions and a photograph of her bedside table and another of her handbags showing medication labels that confirm she was on high doses of powerful antipsychotic drugs. I'm not releasing these photographs to the public at this time. The FBI declined to comment on the specifics of the Loomer case, citing confidentiality, but confirmed that it was extremely likely that any citizen with her mental health history would not be permitted a firearm in Florida or any other state. She's posted it too, by the way. Like, she posted her own 51 or her this. That's not up for. You can see the same red nails.
For debate. You can just look at her and see instantaneously she's fucking visibly mental.
Miss Laura Loomer, and after review based on information received and information in the NICS database, it has been determined that you are still prohibited from purchasing a firearm. I've been 51,
which is ironic.
It was like depression stuff. It was like suicidal ideation when I was in grad school.
The irony that she can't own a firearm, and this just coming into the great one. Charles Whitman is abdicating his throne of biggest playground sniper to Laura Loomer with her dating habits. My fucking god, the sheer quantity of fucking horror stories surrounding this woman and her tendency to go playground sniping at the fucking major political conventions.
A tearful Jeff Loomer declined to say over phone whether he was currently considering another involuntary psychiatric hold for his daughter, given her bizarre claim this week that she has been performing oral sex on President Trump, but did not rule it out. That's who we're listening to here.
It's quite bizarre that wouldn't even be the most scandalous thing you heard that day happening in the White House.
Right? Yeah, indeed.
Everyone's response to it was, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what the response.
When I first heard that, when she first said that, I was like, "There's no way Trump would fuck her." But now I don't know.
This is a major
Trump is going
mental health crisis. Hearing this has done a fucking
For
number
who,
on
Trump?
me.
Yeah, he seems to be senile or going a bit mad. So maybe. Tato Chip for 2 years says she looks like she starred in the movie The Mask. Yeah, indeed.
A little bit, yeah.
Elf, this is a girl whose parents gave up on her at a very young age, and she is not loved. And as I said,
she looks like the mascot for the Saw movies.
This is not your point.
This is legitimately, that's why your shoes raggedy. That's why your mama dead.
Your mama dead. Like, that is what it is. Like, that's why your mama dead level shit. That's insane, bitch.
God hates you, Candace. God hates you. Your husband hates you. Humanity hates you. Everybody who loved Charlie Kirk hates you. Your children.
Of a fucking bitch beef is it? If someone's invoking God hates you.
God hates you?
We are 2 Tia Marias away from someone getting told they're gay and homeless.
I'm sorry, Laura. I don't think we share the same God. Maybe your God does, but I don't think you see.
I can't think you can tell somebody else to say God hates them when you have a face like that.
For God the Father.
You know those drawings from like the 1400s where they're
like an anti-Semitic drawing. Yeah.
That or like the ones of like the demons that are like trying to that's what Laura Loomer kind of looks like.
Laura Loomer, the only thing Christ-like about Laura Loomer is she looks like that one really scuffed, like botched
job. She doesn't believe in Christ.
No, I'm saying, remember that one image of Christ? One fucked up with like trying to redraw it themselves to restore it.
Oh yeah,
and it looked like
the local guy was just trying to help.
It was like, and it did
destroyed it.
Like instead of using a cross, they had chosen to use a vat of water on the poor man.
Yeah,
it looked rough.
Oof.
Are 100% going to hate you. And if what Milo is saying about your husband allegedly getting plunged in the ass by other men is true,
Milo says that about everyone. But
I do, but I love Milo. He's such a snaky little bitch. I love it.
He's always been a gossipy little whore.
Yeah. He has gotten so much leeway with that one weird live stream with Sargon where they were extraordinarily gay towards each other.
Oh God, I remember that.
Sargon Milo drunk. Come on, it's such an iconic image. You just, yeah, this is it. There it is.
Yeah. You do realize you don't have it up on the stream. Yeah.
Isn't
crazy.
No.
I think I saw the scene. I think I saw a very similar scene in Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
I mean, I was watching this live stream. It was.
I remember that as well.
Too.
Yes.
They were drunk as fuck.
On Southern Comfort, yes.
There's an alternate timeline of Game of Thrones where, let's put it this way, the Baratheon Targaryen divide got dealt with in a very different matter. Here it is.
I still remember his pickup line to Sargon was, "You look like you could be from history."
this is the other one. Sorry, these images must be presented side by side. I wish I could find a woman that looks at me the way he looks at Why does this keep happening? I mean, he's looking at Milo the way that V is looking at him. To be honest,
I think it's the voice.
I do still remember the time he grabbed the scruff of Milo's neck, and it looks like he needed to change breeches.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what a stream!
Powdered wig.
Your husband, the person that you're supposed to grow old and died with, hates you, Candace. So just. There's one thing that you need to do, Candace. You need to just internalize how hated you are. Okay, this
is some projection. This is mad projection.
Is there any evidence that her husband might hate her, like even circumstantially, or is Laura just shooting bullets?
I think she's just projecting.
So it's a white man in the vicinity of a black woman. Safe bet.
Yes. This is a white man in the vicinity of a black woman. Yeah, throwing shade. A gay white man white. In quotes,
understand how much oxygen you're stealing and what a shame it is how much oxygen you are robbing from this planet. I think there needs to be like a quota. Can
I say something positive about what Laura's on right now? This is such a creative way to not call someone the N-word. You know what?
She wants to.
I'm kind of for it. Yeah, I can tell she wants to.
She called her a nappy-headed black bitch. So yeah, she got as close as I think she felt comfortable. But this is all
if I looked like that, I wouldn't throw shit on anyone else's appearance.
Indeed.
No, you have a good point. I'm just saying this is such a great way to just call someone an N-word without saying the N-word.
Yep.
That Candace is allowed to consume. Just understand how hated you are. I just want you to internalize every single time you do your show and you think that
I was going to talk shit,
she's looping.
If I was going to talk shit, I would say this phrase.
Oh, is this it? Is this the clip? No, it's not. I'm gonna play this one next. That was not supposed to be the clip. Yeah.
7 minutes
in the
long.
wrong order? Oh no, this is it.
That's a great freeze frame, though.
It is. Oh, anyway, it was this. Candace.
That's everyone's faces when watching that.
Oh my god, do I have to log into fucking Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram. Oh. You can't watch anything on Instagram without being logged in.
I am on the. Hang on, I have to be in my other browser. Fuck. I'm gonna hide my screen for a second so I can just log into Instagram.
Hold on a second. I could just take it off the screen. There you go.
Okay, just do that for a second.
Yeah.
Not that I think you'll see anything.
We can see her typing right now.
Well,
yes.
I don't even know if that's actually my. There we go. Not now. Okay. Thank you. Can I see stuff now? Oh my god. Oh, I have to do all this shit. Whatever. Yes. Oh my god.
You just clicked on to subscribe.
Review my subscription. No. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Because I just want to. Oh, Jesus Christ. Whatever. Yes. Oh,
this is how they get you, folks. Don't do this.
Insane. Holy fuck, dude. Fuck Instagram. Holy fuck. Anyway, just so I can watch this stupid video.
This is why I can use. Say what you like. Twitter doesn't have this kind of cringe gay shit.
No, God, it's so gay. Okay.
This is known by the Israelis.
What are you going to do? My life is ruined. Does anybody understand how ruined my life is? I'm sick of it. I don't want to listen to people tell me that I'm a conspiracy theorist. They don't know what it's like to be me.
What a bratty bitch, too. You don't understand.
What was that in response to?
You know what that is? Do you want to know what that precisely is? That is fucking gender swap Chris Chan.
I think it's Yes, it is gender swap. Oh my god.
Dang.
That's just if that's those dang dirty trolls. They're after me. My life is ruined.
Oh god.
Now you can't unsee it. Laura Loomer is Christina.
Indeed.
Laura Loomer has become significant because we can look at her to understand the erraticism of Donald Trump,
just in the Candace sphere.
He doesn't seem like the same person. He seems as though he has been possessed. That's his top advisor.
What?
According to her.
Look, this is the kook sphere, right? Candace talks about Laura Loomer is possessed and Trump is possessed by demons, or Laura Loomer is a demon who's possessing Trump. Yeah. This is the kind of kooky shit you get into. By the way,
don't expect
millions of women watch Candace Owens every week.
Okay, we all know why Candace is in the right-wing sphere because she's a black girl who had to grow up around other black people with the name Candace.
Oh, yeah. Can this dick fit in your mouth?
Exactly. It's like much like, I don't imagine, like, there are a myriad of names that you just are guaranteeing your child to be tormented. That is fucking one of them now. I know that you didn't know it was not something anyone was thinking about at the time, but here we are. Bed is made. We all must lay in it.
My God. Or Drakenlord Loomer, indeed.
Multiple times a day, she speaks in on the phone.
Not quite as boisterous as Drakenlord, though.
Nah.
The first phone calls he made after attacking Iran was to Laura Loomer. Take Laura in her own words. In an article that was done by The Spectator here, which was called The Tale of Laura Loomer, which was published in 2019, where she
the cat fight is on.
Having anxiety and depression. She wrote, I had really bad anxiety and depression, and then I started to basically deal with depression by doing cocaine. I was never a drug user before, but I was using cocaine to kind of deal with it.
All these people were on coke. It's so fucking weird. I guess when you're rich, like they just don't.
No, it makes sense. Yeah, they just like you kind of your boundaries for hedonistic behavior just kind of gets pushed, right? So.
I'm sad. I need energy.
You're
Let's go, Bolivia.
Game content, right? Like I mean, that was how Asmongold described it. It's like when you get to become super rich, or even I mean, I don't know how rich Laura was, but she was born in privilege. When you're born rich, like you're already born sort of into endgame content. So it's like, yeah, why not do cocaine?
Yeah.
Laura was 23 years old.
You bought the Endgame WoW account, might as well just act like a cunt.
Exactly. Yeah, you bought the power leveled fucking character.
Go into major raids and pretend you know what you're doing, get everyone killed.
Coke is a bitch drug.
Yeah.
Straight, and one morning I woke up and drove myself to a cliff, and it was cold and kind of snowy outside. It was February. I tried to kill myself, like legitimately tried to kill myself, okay? So you can understand why she's not allowed to own guns. And so how did she deal with her...
She told people this. This was in an interview she gave that she told me.
No, but how do you fuck up near a cliff? I mean, jumping off it is fairly easy.
She didn't really mean to, then I guess, you know.
The ocean threw her back.
The ocean threw her back. Then was like, ugh, spit her back out.
It's the Dead Sea, not the Fed Sea. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, if you fail that.
Well, women have a proclivity towards that.
So can I just go ahead. Yeah.
I'd say look at Laura Loomer's face. I don't think a bullet gets through that.
You know what I'm thinking? You don't think about that. Have you seen Scary Movie 3?
Yes.
You know the scene where they replicate the girl from The Ring just like falling off the cliff, and she falls in a tree branch under it. I still remember watching that. I laughed. Yeah, I still remember watching that scene, laughing my ass off, just the way that she just flops off the branch.
She fell in a coconut tree.
I thought you were going to say Laura Loomer looks like the aliens from that.
Sorry, Max, what were you trying to say?
No, I just wanted to ask. So how did this girl fight start? Like, was there one thing that kicked it off, or did they just decide to go after each other one day?
They're on different sides of this. Candace has been very critical of Trump. She's been more aligned with sort of the Nick Fuentes, Thomas Massey, Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
She's been on that side of the Iran stuff. And Laura Loomer...
Laura is a Jew.
Again, by her own admission, sucking Trump's dick, in addition to being a Jew, is of course very pro-Iran war. So I think that was probably the impetus, and they started sniping at each other.
Okay.
And now it's blown into this.
And they've realized that they can actually pretend to be important if they both beef with each other and drum up some more clout.
Well, it will do really well for Candace. I don't think it's going to do anything for Laura.
People like watching women fight because it's funny. So of course it's going to get in more clout.
Laura's getting... Oh, go ahead.
Well, this is just the usual Hebrew practice of like rubbing two pennies together and having them breed a third.
Right.
Yeah.
To be fair, Laura getting punched in the face, you wouldn't be able to tell.
I don't think it's going well for Loomer.
It would feel like
fight.
punching a kickball.
Oof.
Or like one of those plastic, or like the plastic front of like a toy box.
She's clearly got so much filler in there. It's crazy.
Tweets every 5 minutes and like she's deep in the
Naruto.
throes of a manic episode. Well, she explains
in
this article, I have
Laura
nothing
Loomer
to lose now.
Lindsay?
And by
we're gonna look at. I think we have to add now Trump truthing to that list, because 3 days ago, Trump went insane on Truth Social. Like, he's been going insane the whole time. You should, like, if you ever want to look into what boomers experience the world, like the lens that boomers experience the world through, go check out Trump's Truth Social. It is complete and utter parallel boomer reality. And yes, it is mental.
Fuck that. The same way I don't read fucking Gnostic bullshit. I don't want that fucking...
Yeah, I don't want
that brain tumor in my fucking head.
You gotta put a fucking hazmat suit on before you do it.
By the way, this is in the context of her having lost her Twitter access.
I don't need PPE. I listen
so this
to
whole
PPP.
she's describing is over, losing her Twitter.
I have nothing to lose now, so it's liberating, she says. I became
nothing to lose after losing my Twitter. Bruh, log off.
Addicted to social media. I kind of lived off of the adrenaline. It's not a very healthy lifestyle to live because when you stop using cocaine, for example, you learn to cope with anxiety and depression in other ways. I pretty much substituted my lows for adrenaline rushes on Twitter. When I got banned, I was honestly having withdrawals.
As you said you were.
Twitter is a drug for her, and that's why she tweets into the wee hours of the morning saying crazy things, spiraling in these manic episodes. And so
I don't think Candace is one to really call that out because she's terminally online too.
I know.
So
I mean, again, this is a cat fight of two people who are very guilty of the shit they're yelling at the other over.
These are the people. When you look at what Donald Trump is saying, what he is doing, and why he just does not seem like he is steady right now, like he does not seem like there is a sane voice. He went from
really is like a mirror match.
Yeah.
Advice of people
can't
like
go near
Charlie Kirk, and radically flipped that to people like Laura Loomer and Paula White Cain. So who
are both insane, by the way, and I am. That is disconcerting.
I want to get one of you to read this tweet. Have you seen Devin Stack's Twitter lately?
Devin Stack's been.
Dude, Devin Stack's Twitter has been God. It makes even me go like.
Who's the tweet? I'll keep playing this one to get it.
Laura Loomer.
The question.
Okay, do you want me to handle this one?
Bill, will you take Devin Stack's?
Every boomer slop race traitor on this app is hard at work lying about what's in the SPLC documents to try to keep their NPC autopilot followers on the Juju reservation. These people are your enemies.
What?
Why was I not made aware of this motherfucker? Hang on.
You don't follow Devin Stack?
No, I was not made aware.
You don't know about Juju come?
Oh, God. Dude, Devin is like...
Yeah, he goes fucking hard.
Oh, he goes hard.
Did I not play that the other week?
There's a reason there's a bunch of people I have on notifications for everything they do, and Devin is definitely on that list. Definitely top 5, easily.
I don't know how much... This is the, dangerous part of the video to play. I know I played the destruction of Tel Aviv, but where is the part...
Oh, dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Things have taken a turn.
Well, I'll have to find this.
Oh, God.
Is it in here? No, it's not there. It's, no, here it is. Okay.
All I'm learning from the existence of the JD Vance show is that Murdoch needs to start making content again.
Murdoch needs to step up their game to get on Alfred Alfers on
okay, people who make Murdoch, I know you probably don't want to use AI, but I'm sure people will understand.
This is where that comes from, by the way. That line.
Welp, looks like it's just you and me again, Donald. Juju-kun! Me want some Juju-kun! Is that all you can think about, Donald? Me starving. Me really, really want Juju-kun. But you've already had 4 Juju-kun meals today, Donald. You're gonna get fat. Please, just a little more, Mr. Kushner. All right, Donald, fine. You win.
Okay, you're probably...
No, it's fine. It's censored.
Yummy. Me still hungry. Me want Juju come from Jonathan Greenblatt, too. All right, Mr. Greenblatt. You better give him what he wants.
With pleasure.
Go, that's where it
At this rate, I feel like I should just cut the bullshit and just start a show reviewing Gachi Moochie scenes or something. It would be less gay.
That's where that comes from. God. Anyway,
no pun intended.
Laura Loomer.
You should be asking yourself is Donald Trump mentally fit to be president if he makes a conscious decision to tweet out that Tucker Carlson and Megyn Kelly and Candace Owens are mentally ill while he invites...
You might be. But I'm not so sure about Tucker and Megyn Kelly.
into
I just assume if someone's famous enough to get in front of a fucking camera and not cringe themselves to death, they're probably not a member of the species.
Woman, she gets like 2+ million views on every single video she uploads. She's incredibly popular with women.
Circle advice about what he should do to Iran. A person like Laura Loomer.
What are they doing?
Yeah, I know, but still, I'm just saying. And Trump apparently is mad about the feud, by the way. He's not happy. Trump is enraged, ready to cut ties with Laura Loomer after latest X meltdown. This is insider bullshit. Who knows if it's fucking real, whatever.
I don't want to hear anything about the insider trading until they're all dead, preferably sooner rather than later. Please, okay. I want this to end in like a fucking full-on like Reservoir Dogs-esque shootout. Just then I'll give a shit.
I have no idea. This is all rumor. Who has any fucking idea if this is true? But Trump's reportedly preparing to distance himself completely to stop the bleeding. There's a claim that Loomer allegedly leaked sensitive information regarding an election office raid in Georgia. Who knows? This is all fucking rumor, so I don't know. I do want, before we get out of drama though, because we're in drama.
Folks at home, when you see someone like Laura Loomer who just instantly triggers your fight flight, just don't trust her, man. Come on now. Speaking of people not to be trusted, the torturing, who I knew was an asshole the second I met him.
Which we did meet him in real life. So I would highly suggest watching Brittany Vendi's entire 42-minute long video that she released. She's been covering this on live streams. But she did put out this video yesterday. It's a bop on the stuff that's been going on with the quartering. We've mentioned it over the last couple of weeks, but just to give you a recap, and I wanted to talk about the politisperging, because the political grifting, because I've talked about this stuff, but I'm not showing you, and Brittany's done a fantastic job of putting it together here. Absolutely. Why am I? Oh, I'm not subscribed to her on this channel. That's what. Here on my new channel, Brittany. So the whole thing that's been going on here is that unquestionably at this point, Jeremy the quartering
hit hard today at church. Is he admitting he got punched in a church?
He got punched by a transvestite at one point, but
based
several years
ago. Laura Loomer?
Yeah. It was a long time ago. No, it's just apparently some random tranny punched him at some event.
Macron's wife?
There's a lot of it about.
The basic gist, for those unaware of the drama here and why people are very angry at Jeremy the Quartering right now, is because he flagged down unquestionably at this point. I mean, like, look, there's he told
the quartering does not get the benefit of the doubt. Fuck that bitch.
No, he told Josh Moon that he was going to call up his YouTube representative and have the channels taken down. The Kino Casino is Andy Worski, if you remember him from back in the day, and People's Populist Press, aka Ashton, PvP. They do, in my opinion, the most entertaining show on the internet. It is so high energy. Yep. It's so entertaining. And they've been going after the quartering for a while because of he's a kind of a weird guy. He has weird interactions.
He's a lolcow. He just does and says stupid shit, and he rightfully should be made fun of.
Yes, exactly. That's the reality of it. He's a lolcow who deserves to be made fun of.
The image of him holding up like a fucking Lego set, like it's something to boast about.
His wife gets fucked by a bull.
And Melanie Mac, like soul much either, but that's neither here nor there. But that image is seared into my fucking soul. I hate it. It makes me so my cringe reflex. I get really bad cringe, and I can't deal with secondhand embarrassment. And that image alone.
I mean, it's a lot. He talks about shitting his pants constantly.
Yeah, if you know that scene from the comic version of The Boys, I'm not here. I'm somewhere else watching.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like that.
That's how I feel whenever I look at Jer.
By the way, Bill, TJ Friends for 5 says, "Be a man and take your Pervitin. This goes to Bill for being a legend." Take your Pervitin, Bill.
If I had Pervitin, would I be hanging around with you nerds?
Indeed not.
I would ask you to share it.
Doing things. Ultimate pre-workout Pervitin.
Let's just look at the. First of all, you see the poo files. Let's look at the titles of the segments of this YouTube video. The Walmart chart. My wife is under attack. The Bull. Simp in all caps. Deplatforming. His content sucks. His content sucks. It's lazy. He steals other people's work. Then you have swindling fans, of which it's the longest segment. But I wanted to get to the political spurging because this is a political podcast, ostensibly. So let's look at this part. Allegedly.
Nobody to feed it to you.
Oh yeah, he got back from church. Yeah, that was a weird tweet. Yeah, the harvest is plentiful. Now you don't want to say this because the harvest is what it's called. Is what in the lolcow sort of community is when you are reaping a great harvest of laughter and enjoyment from milking a cow. It's a plenteous harvest of laughter, which Jeremy has made himself a lolcow at this point by flagging Kino Casino and many of the other things he's done over the years.
If you make it into the Kino Casino opening, you fucked up.
But what he's trying to say with this quote, the harvest is plenteous and the laborers are few, is he's like, I'm one of the only hard workers. There's so much, like if everyone just made slop shorts of what are the oranges for, where then I play someone else's video for 2.5 minutes and I add literally two seconds of content to the short, is that there's this plenteous harvest on YouTube Shorts. And there's only a few brave laborers like me hit hard at church today. We probably should be hit hard at church by Jesus. But, I
will say this, when I can say that you put less effort into a video than like the black people who just kind of nod along to right-wing conspiracy theories on Twitter, if you're less efficacious than them, then you should probably hang up your spurs.
Well, hang on, I'll define it on Twitter.
Hang up your spurs, as the case may be.
This is something that came out after all of this, is that he's been doing this insane shorts grifting. Wait a minute.
Also, I'd like to point out at one point earlier, I came up with the idea of referring, because this has been equated to like a Moby Dick type scenario. This is the white whale that is Race Warski's quarry. And I wanted to refer to Race Warski as AIMHAB or AIMHAB.
I love AIMHAB.
And
AIMHAB is so good.
I just wanted to get that out on the ether before someone took credit for it.
There were the aiming aims to entertain, and the Kinos always.
For those who don't know, Race Warski very famously pulled a gun on someone during a live stream because someone put a bunch of racist shit through his fucking speaker during an out and about stream, and he had to pull a gun and aim at someone, and he was just shouting aim, aim, aim to indicate like, if you come closer to me, I'm going to turn your head into a fucking canoe.
I can't find the oranges one, but it really is just him. Like,
I am just going to say it. Race Warski was completely justified. Fuck him.
This is it. I got it. Okay, this is the kind of shit he's putting out on shorts. And the vast majority of his views on YouTube are all coming from this slop right now. By the way,
that is a rough look.
It is. This is what he does on YouTube Shorts.
What are the oranges for? Well, I bet it tasted good. Let me know what you think.
I think this is a meme.
Fuck off and get your own content, stinky fuck.
Okay, this is an edit, obviously, but what it really was originally was in this 2 minutes of this woman making this pork belly, you know? And just played straight, no outro, just, what are the oranges for? Lasts 5 seconds. Yeah, 5 seconds of his own contribution to this. And then, this is what they're all like, too. If you go to his fucking,
Jesus fuck, Jared. I don't know what you're fucking drinking or smoking or fucking shooting
He's
up. You need to fucking leave that shit alone.
Liquor.
That motherfucker looks like photorealistic Pym at the end of the first episode of fucking Smiling Friends.
Oh, dude, he's algo fucked, too. Look at this. This is a relatively new account. This is my new Instable account that I'm logged into here. Look at this. He's fucked, dude. That's really bad. All of the videos here are about the drama about him flagging Kino.
Well, that was a problem like several months ago, right? Is like he wasn't showing up on the YouTube search because they kept putting the quarter. Kino kept putting the quartering in the video segments. Yeah.
Like here's another one. This is another one that people pointed out as being really egregious.
This guy's. You've got to be kidding me.
Like they're all like this.
If you don't laugh at this, go see a therapist.
And then it's just a full video. This is someone's animation here, by the way.
The quartering shit. No, just please stop playing it. God, it fucking makes my fucking cringe. I can fucking clench my face into a fist. I really can.
So, like, as a content creator, I already find this revolting. Like, and I also find it absolutely fucking revolting that he.
This is something we used to give T-series shit for doing.
Yes, that he struck down Kino Casino, who are the funniest motherfuckers around right now. They're absolutely the most entertaining show. But then I do want to talk about the politisburging because, again, like I said, it's ostensibly a political show. Midnight in Exile for 5 says, Quartering lost a 90k bet to me, then Welshed. I'm in no way surprised by that. So I put a curse of hubris on him. He can't even
Sticks, is that you?
Do this until he pays.
Now, no witchcraft, but I'm feeling like the sky would have come looking for old Jer here sooner rather than later. You didn't need to try and like like you didn't need to risk your soul like that. Just trusting the Almighty to give the fucking belt to ass every now and then.
I mentioned this Strait of Hormuz, him being unable to find it on a map thing before, but I just want to show you a bit of Venti's video. Go check out the whole thing because it's really, really worth watching to get a gist of this whole situation. Let me actually post it here in the chat.
I'm going to say something very cursed.
Mm-hmm.
Venti's videos, I do wish I watched them more often than I actually do.
You should.
But I always get weird, like, that very, like, early to middle era of Filthy Frank. Kind of gives the same vibes as that, in a weird way.
I mean, Venti is a grifter. She's a grifter of her own brand, but the difference with her, at least, is, like, she'll bring receipts to whatever opinion she has now, so, like, I can give her credit for that. But, yeah, I find Brittany Venti very uncomfortable to look at, like, if there's ever a case against race mixing, just look at a picture of Brittany Venti.
However, there was a whole thing where Jeremy said he wanted her to have his ham babies. Oh my god, I know, it makes me want to puke as well. And he's like, yeah, but they don't look like sharks, though. They'd all look like... Actually, I think it's right here in the beginning. It's like the first thing she plays.
Yeah, fucking mud sharks.
I mean, it is. I think it's the first thing she plays. Brittany, mad at me, never.
Let me tell you this about Venti.
I mean, she posted the DMs. I remember that.
Oh, yeah. This is like, if you don't like Brittany Venti, here's what the Quartering had to say about Venti.
I would give everything I had to have babies with that girl, even though all my kids look like sharks.
I want to shoot myself so badly, but I don't want to be that guy who shot himself
on
live
live stream. I can't hear what they're saying
because
the music is fucking loud, though.
Yeah, sorry, but he said I would have babies with that woman, even though our kids would look like sharks. Anyway, so here's the politisperging aspect, because, dude, this stuff with Iran is crazy. It's so funny. And I just want to laugh a little bit tonight. I'm trying to not get into too serious politics as a little bit of a break from it, because we've been going ham on it for weeks.
You're back here with Brittany Venti, Yakub's own daughter.
Thoughts
we'll get to the more politisperging later.
But there's nobody to feed it to you. Genuinely, he might be brain damaged from all that drinking. That might be why he can't even point to the Middle East on the map, despite him covering the politics surrounding Iran.
You know, the holding pattern was?
This is insane. This is insane.
So if we go...
He's zooming in.
Laos.
East Asia. Look at this. He's in Indonesia and Australia, for fuck's sake. Cheer. Look at Hannah's
Ray Swarovski is just giggling like a retard, like he always is.
Again, as I think I've brought it before, the woman who's on stream with him is Peter Brimlow's daughter, who the founder of VDare, like original OG far-right figures. That guy is one of the most deplatformed people on the planet. She's his daughter, and she was born into a pedigree of politics, and is hanging around with this dude because he pays her a bunch of money.
She was on Timcast. She was employed by Timcast, and she's not pointing out maybe that, hey, maybe it's over there.
Yeah.
You're looking at South America, by the way.
I think she's
so if you're going Middle East, at least find the African continent and then just go slightly northeast.
Every time
Sri Lanka's in the subcontinent, Scrump. Yeah, I suppose.
Hannah Claire looks shell-shocked, like, oh god, what is he going to do now? What's he going to say now that was going to ruin my career? Weston's already fucked.
I mean, like, she isn't ostensibly a serious political commentator. She used to be on Timcast. She basically got bought out, as did Melanie Mack, by the way. Melanie Mack got bought out from Side Scrollers. That's by Jeremy's own admission. He was like, what's Melanie Mack doing slumming it on Side Scrollers with Stuttering Craig? And she's incredibly rude, but then he tries to be friends with
I don't think he bought... I think he likes to clout chase that, but he didn't buy her out from Side Scrollers, because Side Scrollers and even Geeks and Gamers divorced from her some time ago.
Yeah, well, she has nothing really to contribute. She says the F slur.
Is that the same reason why Razor Fist also left the show?
I don't know.
Not the same reason, but it happened around the similar time. Yes.
Like, I'll say this, I don't go on those shows all that often.
I do like the fact that I do like the fact that all the Zionists have left the show. That's rather funny.
That is interesting.
Also, guys, I really should not stress. I can't stress this enough. My respect for Razor Fist, for the simple fact that he loved Spoonie's career so much that he decided to do the exact same thing as Spoonie and go down in fucking flames.
I guess he's paying respect to the craft, right?
I'm still annoyed by the fact
it's like a Cardassian epic.
It is a Cardassian epic. It's like pottery.
Isn't the internet one big Kardashian epic? The same mistake made over and over and over again, until you just want to wrap your teeth around a Glock.
Indeed. Rap Bartholomew Cheesington for 5 says, go see a therapist. He says he has a 1,000-yard stare like he was at the birth of Slanesh, watching his family get eaten.
God damn.
Fuck, man. Birdies for 5 Canadian says, I would have babies with utensil if the kids wouldn't look like tools. Cheer to the meta commentariat. Right-wingers have
some
kids
layers
and
to
gossip
that
based.
joke.
Yeah, like, whatever.
There's some craftsmanship in that meme. I got nothing but respect for that one. That's a banger. Spoon, hang that one on the fucking
Hang
Louvre.
that one on the wall.
Hang it in the Louvre.
I'm trying to think of a comeback while also not laughing.
There is none. Let him have this one. He earned it.
That was pretty good.
God damn.
Oh.
Get me a spatula. I'll scrape this poor bitch's shadow off the wall.
Oh,
He's still looking for it. It takes him like a full 3 to 4 minutes to find Iran.
The Strait of Hormuz.
America!
Is it?
Now he
No,
says
it's not here. I gotta zoom out more.
America. That's the Atlantic Ocean! That's the Atlantic Ocean! You're in the wrong fucking hemisphere, you mongoloid!
Look at PPP. He legitimately can't take
This
it.
is how I feel every week. This is what life is like for me. I see this. I look at the screen and I see a mirror. Just the incredulity and just me screaming over and over again into the void. Please, someone tell me that this is as retarded as it looks.
It is.
I can't take this guy seriously because he sounds like
You're not
Tim
supposed to.
Dillon's. No, he sounds like Tim Dillon's retarded baby on helium.
He's the son of an evangelical pastor, and he was a youth minister. So he brings that
He's
energy.
discount.
He brings a lot of
discount Tim
smelting
Dillon.
locales.
He is
It's just Sam
discount Tim
Kinison.
Dillon.
Yes, very
He
Sam
discounts
Kinison.
Sam Kinison.
Yeah.
Same.
I
Sam Kinison, the exact same upbringing.
He's looking for Iran. He's not even...
If you're getting geography mocked by the Portuguese guy, it's bad.
Like, no, as PPP says, Annie doesn't know where it is either, but Annie doesn't pretend to,
Yeah. If you put a bullet through the middle of Andy's head, all that would happen is that it would whistle when he runs.
You're thinking about putting a lot of bullets through people's heads tonight for some reason, and how
I
their
noticed
heads would
that like
respond.
halfway through that joke. No, it's just that I just focus everything through violence. It's just how I am.
Yeah, Andy had a
Here's the
better
thing.
idea. He says.
If you actually followed this this particular I was going to say story, but the war at all, and you followed any legitimate commentators on, like anyone who was former U.S. military personnel, I guarantee you at some point in a stream, the map of the Strait of Hormuz would have been brought up at some point. And if you know what it looks like and you know where to find Iran, which is not difficult to do, then you can you can just go to Africa, just go slightly northeast, and then it's right there. It's fairly noticeable on a map.
But he's in literally every other part of the world. By the way, Midnight in Exile says PPP is annoying as fuck, but he can be funny. I think he's very funny. I'm impressed.
If you scroll slightly left and just zoomed in, he would find it very easily.
Well, this is the problem. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I just want to say, I'm impressed he made a good woman of race Worsky.
Man.
But like Spoon, that's the problem with the Quartering's formula, is because he's so bent on just putting content out, he doesn't actually do anything or learn anything. So that's why the formula of, I'll just pull up article and read works so well. And it's why literally 90% of anti-woke channels copied the exact same formula to grow. It's so low effort. He doesn't need to know anything.
I really do think that perhaps the Quartering has, maybe he's an albino, because the amount of... Here, hold this for me. I made this that I see from this motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, I made this. Yes, indeed. It's look, Spoon and I don't know everything about everything involving politics, but we certainly try to edify ourselves before.
I know less than fucking nothing.
Well, Bill's here for comedic effect, and because you have
with a face like mine, I have no real option.
Oh no, Bill, you're the highlight of the stream every week. Everybody loves your.
That's actually true, Bill. People like the punchline.
It is true.
And also, they like to hear me hysterically laugh when Bill says something funny.
However,
it's on the bingo card. Me trying to kill Spoon.
Spoon and I are political commentators, and as a function, I would consider myself something to that effect.
You more than me. I'm basically a shit poster with a fancy voice.
Well, I won't just again the video I'm editing right now. It's not which is about the reaction to the Iran war, the psychological aspect of it. When I get interested in something, first of all, I'm genuinely interested in politics. Like, it is something
I'm complimenting me in the chat. I don't like it.
Oh, Bill, deal with it. I'm genuinely interested in politics. It's what I do. I would do it in my free time if I didn't do it for a job,
You do.
right? I would do this. Yes, Bill can
You do.
attest to this. I'm obsessed with politics. I find it like endlessly fascinating and interesting. And then when I don't know something about a topic, I actually go and research it, as I think most people should. But yeah, Jeremy, he's so focused on just he puts out like 5 videos a day and 10 shorts or something like that.
I enjoy the
Used
part
to.
where I get to belittle
The
people who
fuck,
disagree
dude?
with me.
Well, yeah,
I get paid for
that's-
it. That's fun.
I don't do a lot of that, but
Of course not, you're a
if you're
girl.
gonna be a political commentator, you should know something about what you're fucking commentating on, like knowing where Iran is on a map. This is shameful.
He's been doing this for over 10
Once
years
again,
on top
America,
of that.
are
Even
the Achilles heel of
passively,
geography.
like you should know.
How do you not figure any
Also,
of this out?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. If on the
Yeah,
off chance
osmosis.
Jeremy watches this, Jeremy, stop buying Pokemon cards. There's no money in it anymore. Just buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They retain their worth way more because the meta is fucked. So just get
And
those.
the game isn't
please.
rigged anymore, too.
Yeah,
Please, I am begging you on bended fucking knees. Please stop buying resealed packets. I cannot. I get subjected to these fucking casino streams and having to watch this man
and stop trying to hit
crash
on
and
everything within a
burn.
2-meter radius of your being.
Just play Yu-Gi-Oh. Do something. I don't know.
I wanna
fucking
play
collect
this
Vice
video.
Schwartz. I don't know. Do fucking
This
something,
shit's
man.
so funny.
At least Andy knows where the Middle East fucking is.
I really try to stay out of the Jew stuff, of the
Right.
Palestine stuff. I don't understand at all.
Yeah, we know.
If you misspeak, like, it could ruin your career.
There's a tweet saying, "I appreciate the comment on my content, Robert Barnes. It's really disappointing to see you go down the TDS path and literally calling
Oh, I
for
saw
a
that.
coup to remove President Trump from office. If Iran is such a high IQ, why are more than 40% of
They're
the
not.
marriages inbred? I'm just curious. Well, because the Quarterine claimed that the Iranian IQ was like 85 or something to that effect, which is not true.
They're not,
He just-
by the way.
just
And
made it
Did
up.
he take
marriages
this
are not 40%
statistic for
inbred.
all of the Middle East? Is that what he did?
Maybe. But he said, yeah, he did say that the I think it was 88. He said that the IQ, average IQ in Iran is 88, which is not true. Iran has the 6th highest IQ in the world. So, and then people would say, oh, that's not true. I don't know. Maybe you should take that into consideration. Those people are not Arabs. People keep forgetting that. They're
Considering
not
you
Arabs.
couldn't
There's a
find
large
Iran on a
Arab
map,
admixture, but
I wouldn't shit talk about
Right.
IQ.
don't talk about IQ when you can't find shit on a map. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like America first, America last. Whatever happens over in Israel, I don't really care.
He'll go back.
What a crazy thing. America first, America last. I don't care.
The
fuck?
Just stand for
don't,
nothing.
I don't know how on earth you can talk
He just-
politics
he just sucks Trump's dick.
and
That's it.
and you can't understand that this is like the biggest issue with foreign policy that is making
Yes.
or breaking the current administration. But you're
Obviously.
saying you don't care.
He-
That is
He
profoundly
doesn't care. He just
retarded.
wants his bag, man.
Yes,
he doesn't care about
exactly.
any of this.
It's all about money. He doesn't give a single flying fuck.
Can we collectively pay for him to fuck off? Would that be preferable?
Well,
That'd be nice.
He's currently taking a break for 2 weeks to get away from this stuff because he's being hammered. And by the way, tonight.
Speaking of hammered,
Tonight, speaking of getting hammered, speaking of all that other stuff.
Sounds like a
tonight,
plan to me.
Lads, Kino Casino is back from their 10-day break.
Actually,
They say-
PPP just tweeted. He said
did
that
he?
they're not coming back tonight.
Oh, you fucking kidding me? PPP.
I'm serious. Yeah.
That slut.
Oh, hang on. Did he tweet it?
And you can't have shit, can you?
Fucking A. They did say
No,
before
no,
that they
no.
had 100 things on the docket ready with 2 8-hour shows
Yes.
put together for this. But
From hell's heart I felt thee.
yeah. Where's PvP's?
Fucking
Oh, holy shit, this
Here,
tweet of mine
I'll
went
I'll
quite
post
viral.
the link in the
Thank you.
Discord here.
There we go.
do you ever find one of your tweets that you basically just did as like a throwaway line goes massively viral? You're like,
Goes
"Oh,
massive.
shit."
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, I had one that's like
I
almost
follow
6,000
PvP,
likes.
actually. I don't.
My,
He doesn't like me, but
My
that's
most
okay.
highly rated tweet was a tweet in which I
If I
pointed
follow
out that
him,
if you mentions anything positive, if you tell the AI to do anything positive about Hitler, it freaks out. And ever since then, that's been my top rated one because I am a fucking slumlord on Twitter.
Okay, so we gotta wait 2 more days. Oh, too bad. That's all right. That's because Jeremy again. He announced a 2-week vacation though.
I have noticed if you want to go viral on Twitter, be as sexist, racist as humanly possible. Because
but Black Dynamite, I'm all of those things, and I'm still broke.
Let's play some more Ventu's video.
Anything,
so funny.
Even with politics, like he did with Jack
She is whiter
calling
than
him
the
out
wall.
for sex parties, but then wanting to have him on the show.
So Jeremy Hambly started virtue signaling about how much better he is than Jack Posobiec, and how he doesn't engage in the degeneracy at all of these conservative after parties and the horrible things that he's seen. Okay,
Yes, they're horrid.
He says the reason
it does happen. I'm
I
sure.
do not attend.
Thankfully, I've never been invited, and I also thankfully have never been hit on by the quartering because apparently he did that to every conservative woman. I don't know if that's like a slight against me or what, but I'm pretty happy it didn't happen. I must say, in the long run, I am so happy he didn't ask me to have his Hambleys because that would have been that's gross. That's really
your tits
gross,
might not be big enough for him. That's why.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he's got a weird thing about. That's why he doesn't want Melanie Mack, or that's his excuse as to why he doesn't act. He didn't hire Melanie Mack as sex appeal because he's into her because she's too flat for him. Good God.
I suspect she's really good at pegging, and that's why he hired her. Given her current husband.
Given her, she divorced her previous husband because he was gay. She's married a new guy. Seems like he's gay too, from the new evidence.
I do like Evelyn's gag was she said faggot so much she finally made one.
She keeps making them. It's twice in a row now.
That was such a good line.
Truly, that is a fucking like Faustian fucking punishment.
And for Evelyn from the fucking top rope to come out and say that,
I know, right? It's pretty good.
My God, she's broken in half.
Purdy's for 5 Canadian says Aiden is the only woman I would listen to on anything. Is Sepoy a thing now?
It's quite funny considering Vex is also on the podcast, by the way.
Yeah, true. To SQBB LGBT plus, we got 2nd generation Slopulus before GTA 6. I know, right?
GTA has never been good. I'm just gonna say it now.
I like.
What
the fuck?
Yeah,
let me temper that with the exception of San Andreas.
Oh, I love San Andreas.
I'll accept that. I'll accept that.
Not even Vice City.
Sorry, my brain filtered out, maxed out bunny hopping.
Listen, as long as he can admit that there's one good GTA and one of them is San Andreas, I'll accept it, Spoon. Yeah.
Like, sorry, my brain keeps the like the partition of maxed out bicycle skill bunny hopping in San Andreas in like the little pocket of my brain for a rainy day. Like
when my oxytocin is too low, I
like when I find myself at my lowest point where I'd be like trying to pick up the bayonet. At that moment, then I get hit with bunny hopping over buildings. Like, oh no, I shall cast it into the mud from whence it came.
Sorry, I read that wrong. Aquirtes, Sapio Gunner. The zeros confounded me a little bit.
I will say the thing that I like to do.
The map of
I like to do the most
or the
in.
map of the world confounds Jer. Yeah.
One thing I like to do the most in GTA in San Andreas is just to get the jet, the fighter jet, and just fly over any place that get me 5 stars, and then just shoot them down like it's Top Gun. That's fun.
No. You can't go high enough with a jet. That's what the bicycle's for.
Indeed, yeah. You gotta, play DuckTales theme to that.
Events very often.
Not that one. What's the other DuckTales theme? To the moon.
Because what I saw from Jack Posobiec and his brother at one of the few IRL events I ever attended, it shattered the entire online persona I had come to respect him, his brother, and a sex cult woman. Now he's referring here to Miss Klein of the Nexium cult, who was making the rounds in the right-wing circles a number of years ago, trying to rally defenders for the Nexium cult, whose pedophile leader is currently serving 120 years in prison for convicted pedophilia.
This matters. This matters. Let him cook.
Human trafficking. And Jack Posobiec was palling around with this woman, and Jer is calling it out. Okay, next tweet.
Okay.
In March of this year, by the way, he's calling it out.
He says, I watched Jack parade around a woman from a sex cult at the only live event I was ever at. Maybe I'll tell that story. Now, mind you, this was years and years ago. He says he took down Jack Murphy, and that was the far more difficult Jack to reveal the truth about. Well, it turns out that Jeremy Hambly, despite what he's saying here about Jack Posobiec, just a few months ago, was inviting Jack Posobiec on for an interview with him.
Remember that
at AmFest? He was begging
I remember
Jack Posobiec.
It wasn't just Jack; it was all these people. He was like, "We're going to have interviews with Jack Posobiec. We're going to have interviews with this person and the other person at AmFest." None of that happened, of course.
For clout and to be associated with him, knowing what he knew about Jack Posobiec, and it's actually going to get a lot worse after that.
Click through to our actual account and click follow, because the reason it's really important you follow and you download the app this coming up week, because
okay, so he's begging his viewers to download the Rumble app. The reason why he's begging them to download the Rumble app is because if you go to Rumble, he had a deal with them. He claims it was for millions and millions of dollars, but what it really was to put his slop tent on the front page of Rumble. His slop tent is no longer on the front page of Rumble. He wants boomers and stuff to download the shitty app so that they see his stuff and it gets put in their feed so that they can get into a loop of his content and he can get views. It's really a pathetic grift.
we are like packed to the gills with guests. We're gonna have more and more guests.
Which by who's fucking triggered over this bike comment?
Oh, what?
I just look at the discourse like, Vix, look at this. And he's sending the bikes.
Oh my god, the bike stunt, yeah.
no, you got, like, I actually would prefer if we showed this on stream, because some of these are insane.
Okay. He wants to show the GTA San Andreas bike stunts.
No.
I can't play on it. Oh, look at this glorious.
It's
like
look
a
at this it's like a fucking bicycle.
Oh my god, I can see some of the pixels.
Motorcycle tricks. Okay, that's
some of those are pretty freaking good.
But yeah,
the one on the boat is
the skin. Now we're cooking with diesel. Now we're cooking with petrol. Okay, that's not bad. That's milk toast if you're maxed out.
No. The whole one. There's one.
That one was
someone. Yeah. The one on the.
What the fuck
boat.
does this podcast become? Okay, well, that's fucked.
That was crazy. That was
God damn.
I still think. No,
POV, you were the person about to wreck my shit in GTA Online.
Yeah.
Bill did
okay, alright, that was nuts.
Translators note, Bill didn't do a fucking thing to deserve this.
Oh yeah? Wow,
yeah, that's pretty stylish. I think...
At a certain point, though, bicycle skill... on GTA Online, you always remember the first time you jump over someone's charging, like, sports car.
That's pretty good.
Oh my god, fucking...
The landing on the bike is that is
okay.
All right, that's crazy. That's in
a minute and a half.
Yeah,
no, if you can't, just stop now. Just stop now. Fucking walk away.
Yeah, I remember that. Like that's fucking insane.
Because this shit's hilarious.
It was a lie. All the guests that he promised actually were never interviewed. So he scammed that aspect of the AmFest fundraiser as well. You can go to our YouTube clip channel. You can go through the playlist. You can
which he took down. Jeremy the Quartering had their clip channel taken down.
Learn everything for yourselves.
It's all there.
I think I sent Hannah Claire like a half dozen last night. I know
she seems so traumatized.
Jack Posobiec,
yeah, she does seem traumatized. Listen to that. Free Hannah Claire.
After what he said about Jack Posobiec that he knew for years, he still wanted to interact with Jack Posobiec and engage with him.
And I wonder why. Said that because he was mad about Jack not showing up at AmFest.
Exactly. The only reason he made these comments about the sex cult is because he was upset that Jack stiffed him and didn't show up at AmFest. But it gets worse. Let's go to the next video. It gets a lot worse for Jer, because the exact woman that he
this
was
is where it gets
upset
crazy.
that Jack Posobiec was associating with.
Again, he calls out Jack Posobiec publicly, only because Jack didn't give him any free clout. And he calls him out for associating with this woman who was involved with the Nexium cult. Turns out that woman's been to Jeremy's house.
At a conservative event, Jeremy Hambly invited that same woman into his home. This was the number 2 woman in the organization, the Nexium cult. You can learn all about
I remember this
documentary, The Vow. But not only did he invite this sex cult woman into his home, but he will call her in this clip a good friend. I wonder why he wants to shut down, folks.
Is that the woman that was next to James Lindsay with her legs spread in
It might have been. I don't remember that. Klein, I think they said her name was.
Because I feel like the cult's name
No,
is
like-
similar.
It's weird. This woman appears to have known a lot of these people.
Folks, I wonder why.
And by the way, we had a more thorough version of this on last week's clip channel, so you can find it there about the Nixie.
Yep, because their clip channel got taken down. You can find it on their Gumroad.
All that stuff. So we had like a 3-hour show about it.
Watching a documentary or a video that's out right now on the Nexium cult.
Fix your order, Jesus.
IV or whatever. And
I know
one
two
of
of the people that were in that.
Really?
He's like bragging about it too. Look at like his smile. He's like pleased that he.
That's the face I wear when I'm talking about how my granddad was an arms dealer.
Human
Like-
trafficking.
Yeah, it's like-
cult. What the fuck, bro?
He's like, it's like, yeah, but
No.
I used to be playing with some sex cultists. Like fucking
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Like, it's a different beast. I mean, I realize that my grandfather probably helped a bunch of like genocidal maniac despots do their
Yeah.
job, but that was still funny.
Well done.
Jesus.
I know people in the kidnapping sect cult.
That brands women.
Yeah.
And is involved, and Stormy Daniels is a member of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay,
interviewed one
bring
of them.
'em on. Let's-
One of
let's
them's been
talk
to my
about this
house.
They've been to your house.
What's Hannah Claire?
I didn't
Hannah Claire's eyes are migrating to the sides of her head because she
This is
realized she's living the
horrifying
lifestyle
information.
of a prey animal.
Yeah, this is a
She just has-
terrifying lifestyle that he's just bragging about here. It's fucking crazy.
And he wanted to have that in-person compound where they
Yeah.
would fly in and be there on top
Because
of
he
that.
wants to copy
Because
Temple.
it worked so well for Sargon in Swindon.
I mean, I would have been on Lotus Eaters recently had I not been vomitous. But
Twice in a row. It's starting to
I've
become
been-
like behavior.
no, it's from traveling. But
She's just making excuses, folks.
no, it was only supposed to be on once. It was only
Talks
supposed to
about
be
how
on
she doesn't
once
like you.
recently. No, it was only. Well, I mean, obviously, it's because I was just, I had to be near Uzulu for a while. That's why I vomited. And that just ruined my Lotus Eaters appearance. However, as I've said
that man's
before,
name. I must now vomit.
however, as I've said before, I will be going to the Wittown. Showed for that last week in August, late August. Location to be determined. Well, to be announced exactly, but it's in Bedfordshire. Definitely come check it out. Harry Robinson, also from Lotus Eaters, will be there, and probably a lot of other people. If he's watching, that'll be this August. Because I did miss, unfortunately, my Lotus Eaters appearance most recently, but I've been on twice. They don't pay you to fly. They don't fly you out. Temple will. Temple does fly people out.
And I
has a
think
big
I
compound.
speak for us all when I say smooth move, dickhead.
Yeah. Well, the Lotus Eaters have an office. Temple does have a compound, and he does fly people out. Quarterine was kind of trying. He's clearly so jealous of Temple, which is bizarre. Like a bizarre thing to be jealous of.
Sargon being like up the corridor from the fucking Swindon Travel Police is so fucking hilarious to me. I always get you.
Shouldn't fucking say that, by the way. But anyway.
All about it from the inside.
Right.
Oh, so you masqueraded as a dabbler. I respect that even more.
I became good friends with the number 2 lady.
After
good friends
expose,
with
by
the
the way.
number 2 lady in the organization who's been in his home. This is an organization that sex trafficked women, that molested children, that branded women with irons, that participated in sleep deprivation, calorie deprivation, all forms of human torture and abuse. And Jeremy Hambley considers the number 2 woman in this organization basically a Ghislaine Maxwell type woman who would procure women for the leader's desires, a good friend that he invites into his home. I wonder why he wants us silenced. I wonder why he wants our channels taken down. I wonder why he wants our livelihood destroyed. It's because we showcase things like this in a humorous, mocking way that is effective, and it scares him, and it makes him upset, and he cries.
The more he tries to shut
He cries.
the more people are going to hear about it.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. The more he tries to shut it down, the more people are going to hear about it, and the whole internet's been on fire about this. Speaking of oy vey, shut it down. The SPLC has been caught paying the KKK. That's a fucking.
Where was my money?
Well, I mean,
I was gonna
that's the whole
say,
thing,
I'd love
right?
to get money for this.
Like, I do this for free. Well, again, not for free. Thank you all for your.
I
your
do this
generous,
for free.
Bill does.
I'm the most racist person here.
Easily.
Oh, hold on there. I don't know about that.
Here's Kash Patel's statement.
We're here today is to announce what the general just told you. The Southern Poverty Law Center, in a massive, sweeping indictment, has been charged with allegations of.
By the way, they have been charged. This is not just like floating some bullshit. It's the first thing the Trump administration's done where they seem to actually be getting
And just like
something
that,
done.
somehow magically people start believing once again in the FBI.
Yeah, weirdly, I wouldn't do that. I mean, Cash
Cash
Patel is a
Patel,
fucking joke.
the man who was fucking hacked because he clicked a dodgy link.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Something in from the question. I wonder what he's going to tell me.
What?
Here's the indictment if you don't have it handy.
Huh? Yeah, sure. I don't have the indictment. I have some more information about it.
Of fraud and using the banking system to perpetrate that fraud. I just want to talk about a couple of brief things here. The Southern Poverty Law Center themselves advertise to raise money to dismantle violent extremist groups for a period of at least a decade. They use their donor network to raise money to purportedly dismantle violent extremist groups. However, the SPLC, the Southern Poverty Law Center, used the money they raised from their donor network to actually pay the leadership of these very groups.
Well, what a surprise! Who could have seen this coming?
Everyone
That all
with
of
a
these
brain.
astroturfed, that all these fucking astroturfed organizations, such as the KKK, were being paid directly by the Southern Poverty Law Center. Wowee, color me shocked.
I mean,
Just
I'm
wanna
not
say
gonna
that
lie.
They use
I'm not opposed to tax funding of the KKK.
No, they're a bunch of
Just
feds.
for-
It's the problem.
Could you imagine being the one person in the clan
Who's, like,
who is
legit?
actually legit?
Wait,
boy,
Spoon, I'm gonna play your clip you
let's play this
posted
out.
for us.
Back in my Stormfront days, yes, I'm going down this road again.
Which clip?
The
Oh, the one from AA Stream.
Yeah. Let's hang on.
That's such a good clip, though.
Bill, why don't you go first, then I'll play this.
Okay, simple as on Stormfront back in the day, back when I was a wee lad, I was still in my teens. There was a big. They found an app. Guess I say guess. Ascertain if a celebrity is a Jew or not. The highest score anyone had gotten was 15%, which was a Klansman by his own admission. So probably a Fed.
Yeah.
I entered into that thread with a 96% in that very same test.
God damn, son. This
so
is a great.
The Klan aren't sending their best. We should have known that from how they fucked up Mexico.
Well, this is a great clip though from AA's stream, Deepest Lore.
What the Klansmen were doing
So I can't
was
make it louder.
into a mythical version of the past. It gave them a sense of power and of being part of a natural order.
To be fair, if you saw these guys in 1918 or something, you'd be shit scared, wouldn't you? If you were a black guy, I suppose, you know.
What, you mean if I was looking around at all my friends as I lit the cross?
The Asian channel.
Oh dear, oh dear.
We had a bit of a crass sort of classic moment of Curtis there, saying that they were retreating into a false vision of the past to avoid the present.
I was standing around next to all my friends laying the cross, bro.
And this is why I follow
main
Horse.
character syndrome with his little person with the match. Slut.
Horse is good people, by the way. Go follow him.
Yes. Where's his base?
Use the fraudulently raised money by lying to their donor network, thousands of Americans, to go ahead and actually pay the leadership of these supposed violent extremist groups. The groups, as the general laid out, include the Ku Klux Klan, the United Klans of America, Unite to Right, National Alliance, the National Socialist Movement, the Aryan Nation Motorcycle Club, and the National Socialist Party of America,
More than that.
and also the American Front.
What's is this to improve his chances during the midterms? That he goes after racist groups?
Well, no, it's specifically he's not going after the racist groups directly. He's going after the SPLC who's been funding them.
That's what I mean. So you make yourself look good now to the the supporter base that
he's very desperate. So let's actually do something.
But
Go for the obvious.
imagine the incredulity of being a very high level racist such as myself. And discovering that motherfuckers weren't doing this for the love of the game.
No, they're grifters. They always have been.
As per usual, I am doing something for the love of the game, and every motherfucker out here fronting.
I mean, like the people who were doing it,
my
who were doing it for the true love of the game. Historically, people like Peter Brimlow, people like Francis Fukuyama. These people got deplatformed before deplatforming was a thing. They got unpersoned. You know?
I was racist before I got into politics. Fuck off.
I was on the Stormfront at the age of 13. Where's my paycheck?
Bill's been there the whole time.
Don't call to come back.
He ran the site.
Our investigation revealed that funds were used to facilitate the commission of
I was on Stormfront and didn't get picked up by the FBI yet.
totaling over $3 million.
It's only because they don't know what Guernsey is.
No, it's that ex of mine who's out there, holding that torch for you. Thank you, Lizzie.
Furthermore, our investigation revealed that the Southern Poverty Law Center,
Blatant
on top
nepotism.
of perpetuating this widespread, decade-long, multi-million-dollar fraud, conducted more criminal activity. They attempted to hide their criminal activity.
Yeah.
Pidget Kai always seems like an intern who was told you need to give the speech.
This is Cash Patel, not Ajit Kai, but they're the. I mean,
I don't give a shit. Fucking Brownoid. Brownoid number 3.
Ajit Kai, which is very basic.
I don't give a shit. Okay.
I think it's Ajit Pai, actually.
I don't give a shit. Fucking Indian number fucking 493. Like, dickhead here.
Cash Patel.
He always looks like he's like an intern.
Like he's going to see you in Valhalla.
You've got 5 minutes to read this. You're going to be reading it because the guy who was going to give it got sick from like bad fucking oysters or some gay bullshit.
Dude, indeed, Ginger Plumber. Can't wait for the SPLC to face 0 consequences. That's the ultimate.
Why you have that exact tie?
This is all the Trump admin does. They do a little signaling. Look, we're doing something. Will any of these people face any consequences?
No.
Never.
It's all theater.
Who's been arrested via the Epstein files? No one in the United States. They have been in the UK, but not in the United States. The fuck?
We're a free nation. Freedom, America.
I love my freedom. When all the shit talk that Americans continually do and constantly do, and not without good reason on the UK, motherfuckers, the UK is the only government that has made arrests regarding the Epstein files. Multiple arrests.
Performative, admittedly, but you know, every little
Better
helps.
than nothing. It's
better than fuck all.
better than nothing, which is what the United States has
The
done.
bar was just placed carefully on the ground. Like it's like it's a chopstick on my fucking desk.
A performative arrest is better than a performative speech.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Set up shell companies and entities around America so that the financial institutions that we rely on as everyday Americans were deceived in believing that money was not coming from the Southern Poverty Law Center in the perpetration of this scheme and fraud, but rather fictitious entities they stood up to perpetuate.
I'm starting a new fund, wheel fund. I'm going to make sure that there is a breaking wheel in every civilization on Earth. I need it to be there so that you don't have an excuse to fucking bitch anymore. That nothing can be done. You will have a wheel. There will be no negotiations on this matter. # wheel fund.
This is from the Justice Department. This is from the Justice Department itself, very based. Between 2014 and 2023, so 9 years, $3+ million donated in funds to white supremacist and extremist groups. What does that include? $1 million.
Not fucking me, apparently.
I know. $1 million paid to a National Alliance affiliate. Over $1 million. More than 300,000 paid to Aryan Nations affiliate. More than 270K.
By the way, can we just point out
to a Unite the Right member? Remember the Unite the Right?
The singular
torch.
That is a paltry sum, by the way. There was more money sent to like Ecuadorian.
They sold their souls for. Yeah.
More money went to like Ecuadorian transgender fucking plays than the fucking white people.
There was
even through government funding they get shafted. It's fucking
this
amazing.
is actually very low. At $3 million over.
Yeah, that's what I'm
9
saying.
years,
That's like
nothing.
Doubly so. Where the fuck's my money?
There was a Democrat in Florida that she siphoned $5 million of was it hurricane funds or whatever in a day. That's this is nothing. Over 10 years, this is nothing.
It
performative.
Really, however,
it's like fractions of every transaction, a fraction of a penny per transaction. That's what this is.
The one thing that's interesting about it is that it is confirmation of what we all already knew, which is that all of these fucking far-right, white nationalist, whatever organizations are fucking honeypots that are owned by the Fed.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone who's sensible has been telling people this for years, but here's your confirmation.
Is this the fucking ending of my story? Am I going to be the born motherfucker that actually make an organization that gives a shit about being racist properly?
Well, I mean, hopefully there's more popping up every day. Former National Alliance Chairman, 140 plus K. Former KKK member, 73 plus K. American Front President and felon paid over only 19,000 around that vicinity dollars. Fucking paltry.
Broke.
Yeah, they are broke. Let's see.
$20. I thought it was something expensive like 40. This motherfucker is broke.
Slosher for 20 Canadian says, maybe I missed it, but have they tried going after all the Catholic NGOs that were human trafficking people into the country? I mean, that is a thing. That is a thing.
I didn't even know that. The Jesuits were big ones in that too.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not very happy about that.
Yeah.
Either.
I didn't know this.
I know they do it. I know. Yes. The Catholics, particularly the Jesuits, which are always involved in some shady shit. I was educated by Jesuits. Sorry. It's because you don't want to
The Jesuits have managed to are the kings of fumbling the bag. You are literally the militant order of the Catholic Church. How are you not cool?
So here's the response. We will not be intimidated, group says. Federal indictment of the group known for defending victims of the KKK and other violent, racially charged crimes comes out after FAIR put out a statement signaling that the Law Center knew it was under DOJ investigation. And they have said that they will not be intimidated. How are you being intimidated? It's just your shit being made public. We will not be intimidated into silence or contrition, and we will not abandon our mission to the communities we serve. White nationalists.
Not including me, apparently.
I know, yeah. This moment in history finds Americans in a critical struggle between those who continue to pull and bend the arc of history towards justice and those who resist progress. Apparently, having a problem with this in any way is resisting progress. We will vigorously defend ourselves.
I am
our
living
staff,
proof.
and our work.
The fact
we will
I'm
defend ourselves.
that
Aim.
I am still broke is proof that meritocracy is dead.
Indeed. Civil rights
I was never alive in the
indicated he
first place.
The DOJ investigation would focus on the organization's use of paid confidential informants, a hallmark of the risk informants took in sharing information about violent hate groups. I guess that's the cope then.
Did an
These are
image
just
of the
informants.
quartering appear in your head when you heard that? It did for me.
Yeah. Paying informants then is what they're saying. That all these, in some cases, I mean, it's a considerable sum. $1 million to some groups is for one person. That's a decent chunk of change. Speaking of a decent chunk of change, The Onion has purchased Infowars.
Has it actually been finalized?
It's just the deal is being announced.
Yeah. If I were Alex, I'd probably take it. I mean, I don't know. It depends on he's in what, like $1 trillion of debt because of the insane
Something ridiculous.
court
Yeah.
ruling against an unprecedented amount of money that he owes the Sandy Hook parents. That was very weird.
And they check the image of the families, and they're AI generated.
They are AI generated. There's weird stuff that goes on with the Sandy Hook people. Yeah, there's very.
Yeah, you shouldn't talk about it online,
No,
but yeah,
don't
there's
talk about it because look what happens.
Guernsey has no libel laws.
But YouTube does.
If you're a YouTuber, come here.
Yeah, true.
You can talk all the shit you like. I'm going to say it straight up. Those motherfuckers are feds.
Zuber historian, why'd you move to England? You can say anything you want over here.
I mean, where I live, I don't think anyone's going to come knock on your fucking door either, to be honest.
Maybe he's sick of like a Rustler's chicken burger costing £2.54.
I sure fucking am.
Jesus
Good God.
fuck.
I spend a month in the UK, come back home, and it's like, like the pain of the prices, just like, ugh.
I've lived here my whole life. I'm not
I know.
even rich. I'm poor as fuck. I'm still having to fucking slum it out here.
Well, I was talking to AA the other day about some stuff in the future, and I did say like, because they were doing something a couple weeks ago, and I was like, well, I'm still in the UK if you want to do a thing in person. And then I said, I've gone back to Guernsey, and he was like, do you really live in Guernsey? Are you a multi-millionaire? That is how posh and how expensive it is to live here. He's like,
Come to
he said he'd
Guernsey.
been.
We have white people.
Well, he says he's been here. He's been here on vacation. But yeah, I mean that is the question. You live in Guernsey, are you a multi-millionaire?
If you think Guernsey's bad, you should see fucking Jersey. Jersey's prices are even fucking
Guernsey's
worse.
more expensive than Jersey. Yeah.
Is it really?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely more expensive. Jersey's
One thing I
bigger.
know about-
It's got more
one thing-
people, the state also doesn't run Jersey as strictly in terms of like what they will allow and disallow.
Jersey also does not have a fucking bullshit deal with the EU. When the French blockaded their port, some dude was out there shooting flintlock 50 caliber rounds at them. It's great.
I know the cost of living in England. I've looked into it quite deeply. I also spent a month living there. We're all pov. It's fine.
Yeah, but Kizza especially. Shut the fuck up.
Ben Collins, CEO of The Onion, confirmed to Variety details of the company's new plan to assume control of Infowars under deal with Gregory
Also, Jersey has
Milligan.
no piracy laws.
Yes, because we were pirates.
Yeah. You're talking about Jersey, but Guernsey doesn't either. Guernsey has pretty much. Also, weed's legal here, by the way.
On the back of the 50, only up to a certain amount of THC.
Welcome to Lolbert Island, bro.
But on the back of the Guernsey £50 note is a letter of marque. The reason that Guernsey got conquered by Napoleon is because we were all over in the Netherlands burning the Dutch fleet. So there's like a distinct chunk of span where the Dutch did not have a fleet because Jerseymen and Guernseymen went over there. It's like, whoa, this will be funny, and set everything on fire.
Yeah. Let's see. Where is this? Okay, under the
You fucked with my
administrator. I'll go back to that because I could read it more easily.
Spoon, if I could go back in time, I'd still do it.
So under the terms of the agreement, the Onion's parent company,
I'm here for a scrap. What can I say?
What the fuck kind of terrifying Satanist name is this? Global Tetrahedron.
Moving like French Montana.
Bro.
God damn.
So global, what the fuck?
4 day,
Palantir's
5
bad
day,
enough.
4 day, 5 day marathon. I'm moving like a fucking parallelogram.
Oh my god. It would pay $81,000 per month to license the Infowars.com domain name and associated intellectual property, including its name, as first reported by the New York Times. The deal would run for 6 months with an option to renew for another 6 months. The agreement must be approved by a judge before it takes effect. Poor AJ, by the way. He's the most betrayed man on this planet. He supported Trump more than anyone. He lost everything. And now the fucking Onion is going to buy Infowars. Allegedly.
I remind you that the Onion is owned by a conglomerate that is on
Called
the side of the Clinton
Tetrahedron?
and is part of the Clintons.
Oh, right. Yes, it's part of the whole Clinton network, isn't it?
Oh, that's
Yep, because they bought up the Onion, if you recall. Like they suddenly went massively pro-Clinton.
This is strange.
Oh, yeah,
Forbes.com is perhaps down. Why is that
Sorry,
happening?
Midnight. I was interrupting shit.
What? There we go. Republican lawmaker says Trump almost a second coming of Jesus. This
Good
is the
Lord.
stuff. I know. It's insane. Republican top lawmaker firm on Friday referred to President Donald Trump as almost a second coming of Christ. We're moving into this segment now, guys. As the Trump administration finds itself embroiled in religious scandal. Key facts. Troy Nels, our Texas, has been hailed by Trump as a reliable MAGA ally. On Thursday, told reporters that he thinks Trump is better than sliced bread. You are literally doing a John Lennon. I think he's almost the second coming, in my humble opinion. Genius is pain. Genius is pain. Genius is pain. You should go listen to that song. It's from.
Not right now. You should watch the rest.
Right
of the
now, I
stream.
can't play that. I'll get copyrighted. But it's from what's it called? Shit. Why can't I think of the name
Global
of it?
Tetragrammaton.
Is it Mad Magazine? No, it's not. It's Genius is pain.
But it will never be as cool as the real world will never be as cool as Equilibrium.
Yeah,
You need to accept that.
I would suggest reading about this stuff and a lot of things that Trump says while listening to the song Genius is Pain by the National Lampoon from the 1970s, where they've taken real lines from a Rolling Stone interview that John Lennon gave, where he just compares himself to Christ. It's the better than sliced bread thing. And he talks about how, me mother, she taught me fucking poems and I knew I was a genius and all this shit.
They only don't like Yoko because she's a woman and she's Oriental.
It's so fucking funny, bro. Because of my parents being who they are, I have an extensive repertoire and familiarity with 1970s comedy.
The irony is that Aiden's parents were all hippies and my parents were all bikers. So if they were in the same room, they would have fucking killed each other.
I think your parents would have killed them. I don't think the hippies would really fucking do much.
Oh my god. So, earlier this week, Trump shared an AI-generated image of himself being embraced by Jesus alongside the caption. They also shared an AI-generated photo of him being Jesus.
Yep.
Alongside a caption written by another account that said, with these satanic, demonic, child-sacrificing monsters being exposed, that God might be playing his trump card. How ironic.
I want to die in a fucking diesel fire.
Trump is the guy defending the child sacrificing demonic monsters, bro.
Offering no children to Malek, for fuck's sake. It's not that difficult. Just don't burn your kids.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Shouldn't be this difficult.
He's got the toughest job in the world, specifically comparing it to the tough job of that of Pope Leo XIV, who Trump went to war with for no reason. Well,
you
not for no
told me
reason.
this was from an Obama or Biden supporter, I would have totally bought it. Like, the cope is so insane.
Yep.
Wow.
Reimagining the reality. This is from Forbes, right? President then attacked the Pope, lengthy Truth Social post before uploading a since deleted photo of himself depicted as Jesus Christ. Thank you for noting that. Descending from the heavens to heal a sick man. Excuse me, Forbes. I believe he was a doctor. That's what he said. He said he was. I thought I was a doctor. I didn't.
Sure.
That was a really gay excuse.
Yeah, you played that last week. I'm gonna now play out for you the sequence of events that happened the last couple days. So first, on the 9th, this is actually on the 18th. Trump truths. Whether people like Israel or not, they have proven they to be a great ally. One might say the greatest ally. Of America. They are courageous, bold, loyal, and smart, and unlike others
They're
that have
not
shown
any
their
of
true
those
colors.
things.
No.
This is a shitpost.
In a moment of conflict and stress, Israel fights hard and knows how to win.
No, they don't.
And the next day.
They literally don't.
They're not winning.
This comes across like almost like a Smiling Friends bit.
It
really
does. It does. So
Like
the next day, Trump crashed the fuck out on Truth Social. He posted, by the way, I've seen varying reports that he... Uh-oh. Did my shit just crash? No.
No.
That he... I thought about it for a second. That he posted something like 39 times an hour. It was...
I saw that, yeah.
Now, there's one video that's going around of him having blood, like, dripped on
Yeah,
his
that's
face
not
and the
real.
sign of the cross. That's not real. However, the shit he was posting... Like, I
It's
couldn't
not
find
far
some of it.
from
Like,
that,
at
yeah.
one point, I saw someone say he posted a Slipknot music video. I couldn't find it on Truth Social when I looked today. He
There's
might
no
be
way in
deleting
hell.
things, but I don't know. But who could tell? Because he was posting all kinds of weird shit. This is what his feed looked like on the 19th of April. We're obviously meeting that. Trust Trump. Joe Biden elected president. Joe Biden elected president. It was just like every couple of minutes. Do you blame Trump on the gas prices? That was 30 minutes ago. 31 minutes ago.
Doesn't his son run his socials or
34 minutes
something?
ago. I hate that.
That's
It's
Trump,
difficult
maybe
to
then.
say.
It just said the Jews.
The Jews. It did the way the song was. I don't know who runs Trump's Truth Social account, but it was schizophrenic as fuck on the 19th. Just post after post, every minute. You can see this, 35 minutes, 35 minutes. Someone was on Trump's account 36 minutes, posting 36 minutes. Several times a minute, 36 minutes, 37 minutes, 38 minutes, 38 minutes again, 42 minutes. Every minute or couple of minutes, Trump was posting on Truth Social.
I almost
This
wonder
is-
if someone had put in developed an AI to just like test out on him, and they typed in specific phrases, because
don't
posting like this you don't even have
This is
a minute to
schizophrenic.
read some of these.
Yeah, right. I mean, he's posting so quickly. 51 minutes. We'll get to this Frank fucking Sinatra post. Oh my god, that was the one that freaked people out.
Nancy was not fucking happy.
I'm sure not.
Is this so this was Sunday, didn't he like get really upset because he couldn't, detonate some nukes and the governor general had to stop him?
Well, yes. Since you bring it up, a CIA analyst has said that a lot of this is because Trump was crashing out because he couldn't nuke Iran. So this is depending on if you believe this CIA analyst, Larry Johnson.
Oh, Larry Johnson,
Here's what he
yeah.
had to say. Yes.
I'll believe Larry.
Who I'm prone to believe this is on April 20th, the next day. So why? They said on Saturday, so then that would have been the 19th.
Sunday that he was crashing out,
Sunday.
yeah.
The next day, they told him you can't launch nukes at Iran, and he spent the whole day crashing out.
They recognize they've got some problems and got to try to deal with it. And then there was a report out that they had
Of
an
course,
emergency.
also from Judge Napolitano, who you should, if you do not follow, absolutely do.
Definitely watch
the meeting
Judge.
Saturday night.
Judge Knapp, yeah.
And apparently, one report coming out of that meeting at the White House is that Trump wanted to use the nuclear codes, and General Dan Kane stood up and said no. He invoked his privilege as the head of the military, so to speak. It was apparently quite a blow up. There are pictures of Kane coming out of that meeting with his head down to the ground. So, you know, there's some very, very bizarre things going on in D.C.
There sure are. There's some very bizarre things going on in the White House. I'm going to show you a selection of some Trump truths from the day that he had his crash out. You saw a little overview there, but this is what he actually posted. Oh, fucking A. Oh, no, that's the same thing. My bad. I clipped the same thing twice. Here we go. And either way, I'm going to have to cut the music on all this because, you know, there's usually, like, this one's still on Twitter. This was just...
this magic moment.
He's been posting... This was the shit he was posting. Just, like, ego felony.
I am with you.
Oh, an F-22 Raptor, that jet.
What an interesting flag. What an interesting collection of flags.
We've never seen anything like this.
I recall the F-22.
Oh, there's another one right there. There's another suspicious Israeli flag at these things.
This is a man who's met his destiny.
And
there's some more there. I can't tell.
Win for you.
He said he was saved.
What's up with Australia?
I don't know.
Oh, it was fucked up.
Every time. God,
no, go back to the places. I want to see the spelling of that Australia.
Australia.
Australia. Britian.
Australia.
Switzerland.
Yeah, Britian.
Okay.
What the fuck?
What protests are these that he's trying to reference?
I don't know. Well, I also don't know where
Britian from the same event
is, or where Britian is, or Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Bro.
To make America great again.
Again, another Israeli flag. I'm cut out the music.
That would mean this is AI and this is not real.
Maybe, because, yeah, President Trump, please help. You're not helping right now. This is the shit that he was posting.
Oh, there is an F-35? Okay, sorry. I'm not used to seeing F-35 flying like something approaching a straight line.
This was the one that scared people. I obviously can't play this, but Trump just posted out My Way by Frank Sinatra, which is... really, yeah, the fuck's going on? Should I be in a bunker or something? Like,
yeah,
I mean,
it's a very traditionally, like, I'm about to fuck shit for everyone kind of song.
I do it my way. I'm about to, if you understand
I'm about to fuck, like, ride the missile like a goddamn cowboy.
Yeah, I'm about to ride the tiger, essentially. Oh, there's more of these,
no,
like this kind
no
of
one
shit.
would be cool enough to read Evola in this fucking regime.
No, there's nothing Evola-esque in this regime. But he's just posting shit like this.
Bullshit stories people told you about.
The chickens, $5.
Actually, this
question: what did Trump run on?
Do you remember
in his campaign? That wasn't just affairs of state and the judicial system.
Well, people will lie to you and say it wasn't no wars, but he certainly did.
He did explicitly say no wars.
Yeah. Oh yeah, multiple times.
No new wars. No new wars.
Yeah.
Thank you to the chickens for 5, by the way.
If you don't want another war, then vote for Trump.
He's a New York Democrat. What do you expect? He fucking lied.
Predominantly what Trump ran on is anti-immigration and deportations and fixing the economy. Trump has now said, you got to get over this mass deportation thing. You got to get over it.
Detonate literally everything.
We're going to bring in more
one needs
H-1Bs,
to get
actually.
over shit.
Also, we're going to bring in more H-1Bs. And on top of that, fuck the economy. What you got to just deal with your gas prices being higher. Deal with the fact that you can't buy a home. What the fuck? He's done nothing that he promised. What he's done is apparently, like, from some speeches where he occasionally said, like, I don't like Iran, I don't like their warmongering, and the fucking MAGA cultists use that as proof. And I am saying that, again, as someone who voted for this fucker 3 times. But I'm not in a cult. And if you're still confused about this shit, then you are. You gotta get out of it. He was going insane on Truth Social the other day. Look at this shit.
The biggest wake-up call should have been, oh, this guy was trying to keep the Epstein files from getting released, and just because he agreed to a date, he had to fold. And he did nothing with that.
Well,
that should have been the red flag for that should have been the wake-up moment for all of MAGA cult.
And I've got to think about that from Marjorie Taylor Greene and her. He's posting all the hammer of justice is coming. He says, quoting Elon Musk.
No, it won't.
And it's just it's these montages. It's what they all are.
Hammer of Justice. That's a paladin move in World of Warcraft.
Well, the antithetical of that. He also sounds quite panicked in more recent posts and truths. So this one is, the Democrats are doing everything possible to hurt the very strong position we are in with respect to Iran.
Schizo posting is what this is.
No, that's not on. Look at this bullshit. Would you read this?
No, look at all this shit.
Then don't fucking honor it with the.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll sum it up for you. Then he's just like, I'm the greatest military leader
Gay.
of all time. I'm the greatest military leader of all time. Everything that you read in the media is fake. Everything that any type of media, left, right, or center reports on is fake. You know what's not fucking fake? That Trump was promised to do this and then went and did it. Is that he said he was going to read a Bible quote. Trump, who has always been an atheist, has been converted apparently recently. And he read, in particular, this, of all the quotes, Chronicles 7:18. He also sounds fucked in this clip, if you've not heard it. He does not sound well. But I will, if you don't catch it from what he says, I will tell you what these exact lines from the Bible are about, and why I find it to be deeply disconcerting.
There shall not fail you as a man to be ruler in Israel. But if you turn away and forsake my statutes,
like, you see what I mean? But his speech is fucked.
Is this
like
partially AI generated?
No.
Seems like it.
The mouth isn't making sense. That's why.
Well, allegedly it's not, but this is supposed.
His hands are way too big.
There's
his hands are big.
His voice sounds really bizarre and scuffed.
That's why this is a deep fake.
This is what the White House put out. So, I mean, if it's
White House has put out deep fakes before,
they have.
Also, this is RT.
This is everywhere on Twitter.
Okay. Play it. I should look at it with my phrenology site.
Well, you can hang on. Like, you can find.
Let me phrenologize.
Would you like me to find another source? I can real quick.
I can send it.
Yeah. Because this was everywhere.
The skin tone's totally off.
Everything's off because there's photos of him just yesterday,
and some of the photos are like stacked behind each other in spaces that make no sense.
Did he do it in a different place? No. Okay, here you go. If you'd prefer this is how it was played. This is from Leading Report.
It's maybe AI.
You'll see Fox News.
in his own house, he.
You can, if you'd rather watch it here, same thing.
It's on a screen. Yeah, this.
Yeah, it was. He did it screened like this. Yeah.
Lord and the king's house, and all that came into Solomon's heart to make in the house of the Lord.
Yeah, that does not look right.
His own house.
He's not moving normally. Yeah.
His head's moving plenty, but his face is locked. Now, Trump's quite emotive.
Very emotive.
Now, the problem with this is the verse he's quoting specifically.
Mm-hmm.
This particular verse, or this series of verses, is about Solomon, King Solomon, building the first temple, being called by the Lord to build the first temple. Now, what a lot of people are worried about, yes, Solomon, who tangled with demons, indeed,
and who's made him sovereign over them.
Yes, and what many people are worried about, and if you are someone who reads your Bible carefully, the fear of this is that, of course, Israel and Donald Trump, apparently, if you're going to invoke, why would you talk about this? What all of this is?
The Temple of Solomon is one of the signs of the end
Solomon's temple. All this entire series of quotations from the Bible are about the building of Solomon's temple. The Jews want to build the third temple, but if you understand in biblical literature, what that means is that when the third temple is built is when Christ returns and the apocalypse happens. And the Antichrist, actually first the Antichrist.
And didn't we get some of the warnings last year that the apocalypse was among us?
You remember when there was a couple years ago now, when there was a white horse covered in blood?
That was last year.
Was it last year?
No, it was the year before last.
I think it was the year before. But there's been
very early in last
crazy shit. Okay. It's been in recent memory, and God's time is.
There's been quite a few. Yeah, it's been very concerning.
Keep your wits about you, folks.
Just saying that even if you believe this is all hooey and bullshit, the people advising Trump believe this. They think it's real. They absolutely believe that this stuff's real. both the evangelical Christians who think that we can force Jesus to come back by this stuff, and the Jews who want their temple back. You know,
Good
and
rule
things
of
find
thumb.
a way.
This is a non-religious person doing this, allegedly.
Allegedly. The Jews think that when they get their temple back, that they will rule over all humanity. Okay? That's what they think.
Good rule of thumb. That's a red flag.
Yeah.
Secondly, and most importantly, I says, if your leaders believe in something, it is real. Because if they're wrong, they have a contingency to make sure they aren't wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So if your betters believe in, like, if we build the third temple, the Antichrist and the end of times will come, they have a contingency to make sure it does.
Yeah. And that's the very scary part.
The Samson option, unfortunately.
Well, that's what the Samson option is that if Israel feels that it can't defend itself anymore, they bomb they nuke, to be very clear, the entire world. That is what the Samson option
Starting with
is.
themselves.
Yes. They nuke everyone, starting with themselves.
Do they nuke everyone at the hand of the U.S., like using the U.S. as a puppet?
No, they have their own nukes, allegedly.
The Samson option is all their stockpile first.
Yes.
Like, basically scattershot over their entire
Just
territory
scattershot
to make sure that Israel can never be held by anyone. Because it would just be so simply irradiated. And they've got a bunch of the really fucked ones. I think they've a couple of the SLAM systems, which is like 8 nukes on a nuclear-powered jet. It just flies around by itself.
I'm gonna ask a really dumb question. Okay. Let me just ask a really dumb question. Okay. Is there anyone in this world with nuclear power that has thought of or attempted to bomb Israel in recent years?
I mean, allegedly Iran, but not really.
That has been the contingency since fucking Mahmoud Ahmadinejad was still in power in the fucking
They've
early
been
aughts.
saying that shit. Iran's been 2 weeks away from a nuclear weapon for the last 47 years. So, allegedly, that's one of the reasons we're at war right now, is because Iran is threatening Israel with nukes. And maybe Europe, but we know how much Donald Trump cares about Europe. Fuck yourselves, go get your own oil. The next
What's BRICS doing?
I mean, BRICS includes Iran, so largely
Oh
supporting
yeah, it
Iran.
does. No, so what? But like, what about, because Russia, China, they're all involved in that. What are they doing?
China's sailing through the Strait of Hormuz and has been for the last 2 months.
Hmm.
So as far as I know, I don't know if Russian ships have been going through, but I know China has. They've been pretty much the only ones who've been able to go through during a lot of the blockades. It's also funny, Iran blockades the strait, or no, America blockades the strait, so Iran blockades the strait, or vice versa. So you can blockade your strait while you blockade your strait, so you can blockade your strait while you blockade your strait. Yo, dog. Or something. Anyway, that's a really old meme, sorry. Then Trump the next day he posts this to the Iranian leaders who will soon be in negotiations with my representatives. They've told you no. They've said no. They don't want to talk to you anymore. I would greatly appreciate the release of these women. I am sure they will respect the fact that you did so. Please do them no harm. It would be a great start to our negotiations. He posts AI-generated women.
Wow.
Come the fuck on.
How is no one awake to the propaganda? Like, you screamed that the left was pushing propaganda on you for 10, 15 years, and it's right in your fucking face right now.
Look at this. How are these not? These are obviously AI-generated people. These are
Look at the lighting. Look at the woman on the bottom left. You can see the background from the original image behind her hair.
Like, this is crazy. Look, the Islamic Republic is preparing to hang 8 women. Not a word from international community or so-called human rights organizations, because they don't exist. These aren't real people. These are literally AI-generated fucking images. TJ Fans for 2 says, was Holy Diver by Dio a reference to Evola? Potentially. That'd be really based if it was. And he's lost. He's lost his mind, and he's also lost all of his support. Tucker Carlson apologized for helping to get Trump elected.
You and I,
dude, this mad respect, honestly, for just owning up to your mistake. Like,
yeah, it does. It is mad respect. Yeah.
Him, you wrote speeches for him. I campaigned for him. I mean, we're implicated in this for sure.
Yes.
It's not enough to say, well, I changed my mind, or like, oh, this is bad, I'm out. It's like, in very small ways, but in real ways,
me too.
You and me and millions of people like us are the reason this is happening right now.
Yes.
So
we all are.
I do think it's like a moment to wrestle with our own consciences. We'll be tormented by
Tucker Carlson's going to get mysteriously offed now? Is that what's going to happen?
He shot
it won't happen.
Back of the head, then lost the gun.
Tucker Carlson will not be taken out because Tucker Carlson is intelligence agency aristocracy. That's why he's able to do this. At least that's
where his parents like fucking CIA or some shit.
Yes. And that's a lot of AA's hypothesis behind why Tucker Carlson is allowed to do this stuff, is because he has deep ties to the deep state. And that's true.
The boomer MAGA cult, though, loves Tucker Carlson. That's why this is really damaging to whoever's left.
And then they have to deal with the cognitive dissonance of, do I love Tucker or do I love Trump more? And that boomer cult appears to choose Trump. But look at the shit, as I just showed you a little sampler platter of the shit that the boomers are receiving through Truth Social from Trump. Absolute fucking parallel reality insanity. And that becomes their reality because that's what they see. They listen to Trump and they believe him. Again, I can't wait till I finish my new video, but you can go watch the stream that I did a couple days ago with Newsfist because I read over the article. You can also go read the article for yourself on my Substack. Okay. Because that will go over exactly why this is happening. The exact psychology that causes people to then side with Trump despite him breaking all his promises, despite him throwing everyone away.
Regarding to the Ebola Holy Diver connection.
Yeah.
Apparently, Dio went into detail. The whole idea of the tiger is the idea of inner strength with imperfections. That's what the stripes are.
Yeah.
Where if you want to go for something that actually references Ebola, you want Jefferson Starship, the album Dragonfly.
Oh, let's fucking go. Very cool. Very based.
Thank you, AI Overview, for that information. I would not have known that because I'm more of a Gates of Babylon era Dio fan.
Oh, sorry. I stream with Newsfist on my main channels and not over here on Broken Crown. Yeah. Go check that out, though. It also, if you
Newsfist content, fantastic.
If you don't want to pay for the Substack and you want to hear us talk about it a lot, just go ahead and check out the stream. However, it will also be made a video.
Did Spoon fall asleep?
Probably. No, he's here.
Oh, what is
very quiet. That's why.
Snappy today.
We're getting close to.
Just do what I do, Spoon. Just be shit faced.
Will be.
You told me earlier not to do that.
Yeah, I lie a bunch. What couldn't I say?
Misleading people. It was not intentional. That's all.
I actually think Tucker is sincere.
I believe him.
There. Like I do too. Yeah. That he's like, I mean, I feel the same way. I didn't mean to fucking deceive anyone when I supported Trump. So this is what Marjorie Taylor Greene has to say. And, people think she's a nutter. People think Tucker's a nutter now, too. But this is what MTG had to say about the Epstein files release. This is interesting. First, To the Chickens for 5 says, the race in D.C. is how fast they can dump the moose and AIPAC openly anyways. That will be who wins next election, is who can dump the moose and AIPAC. In terms of the public perception,
I disagree. Yeah, public perception.
I don't think it's actually going to happen.
Yeah, of course not.
That's wishful thinking.
Yeah, it is wishful thinking. Spoon's hesitancy there is correct. Ultimately, they still own everything, and you have to understand they still completely own the boomer block. The boomers will do.
Did you notice?
Whatever. And you
gotta
know how.
A couple of weeks ago, there's a clip of Newsom. And he said,
yes,
Israel is an apartheid state. And then within like 24 fucking hours,
he walked it back.
Fucking plastic Patrick Bateman ass fucking walked that back and went, that's a red flag.
Yep.
If you think the Democrats are going to come into power and do anything less pro-Israel than the fucker in charge right now, I can sell you the Brooklyn fucking Bridge.
There is literally no one you can currently vote for. Like, don't vote for the Democrats.
Brandon Herrera.
Thomas Massey.
Not running for president. Thomas Massey is the only person you can pretty much vote for, but he's also not running for president, though he should. They might kill him, or they probably will kill him. Both sides are completely and utterly occupied, and I will show you how occupied we are here in a couple minutes. But here's Marjorie Taylor Greene on the Epstein issue.
Files, and everyone remembers that battle. That was the biggest battle.
Start a sword fund for yourself.
The hardest thing to accomplish. Yeah, and he had his administration.
Gender swap, Roland Perlman.
The Speaker and Leader Thune. So Speaker Johnson and Leader Thune, stop this. Do not pass any resolution to release the Epstein files. He told Pam Bondi at the DOJ, no matter what you think of Pam Bondi, he flat out told her, do not release the Epstein files. He was blocking everybody.
It was all him because there's a huge narrative out there that it's all Pam Bondi's fault.
Oh yeah, they want to make it Pam Bondi.
Also, this woman on the left's hair is crazy. Like, I know she's kind
Very
of
70s.
Her shit got fucked up. Like, she's got it pulled back in a bun,
Right.
but it like pulled
Yeah.
up, it rode up too high.
Mhm.
However, just to reiterate, because I know it was a bit quiet, what happened there is that Trump told Pam Bondi, "Do not release the Epstein files." It was blocking everybody. He said, "My friends will get hurt. People at Mar-a-Lago, they're going to get hurt if you release this stuff."
Undermining him. You're saying that, to your knowledge, he was driving this bus. Trump drove the bus to suppress the Epstein files, according to what you witnessed.
I know he did, and I don't have any knowledge of him and Pam Bondi's personal conversation.
Isn't MTG like a bit of a nutter though outside of this? Like she actually is. So how trustworthy is this? Because I know she said shit to just gain traction before.
That's why I said, like, it
That's
depends
all
on how
women
much
in
you trust
politics.
MTG. Yeah, so, I mean, I have a big, X to doubt on this. However, it wouldn't surprise me. And that's the... it wouldn't surprise me because of the weird way the administration handled all of that.
Exactly.
So
that's why
I
it
don't know.
could confirm it for me. Like I could believe it just because Trump was he really waited for the last minute to have to release him.
And did a bunch of did a big dog and pony show where he had all the influencers come out, remember, with their little binders, and then they open them up and they're entirely blacked out. Yeah, it was incredibly cringe. To the Chickens for Two says James Fishback raw. Here's another very bizarre thing, and this is not bizarre. We've been calling this out for weeks, actually, since for about 3 to 4 weeks now. At least I've been calling this out on the stream every week. Is that it sure seems that every time that Trump announces the war is over, and he does it on the weekend. During the week, he goes like, "Oh, we're gonna bomb Iran. We're gonna bomb him back to the Stone Age. We're gonna kill all the women and children." And
It's
then,
totally market manipulation.
right before the stock market opens, he goes, "Actually, ceasefire, war's over." Now, that scene, and then all of a sudden what happens is that, oh look, the oil prices on the stock market normalize because war's over. So normal oil prices, speculative oil prices normalize, and the stock market reacts to Trump's statements. Very early on, we learned that Baron Trump made an enormous amount of money playing the stock market doing this, for example. And then it turned out that a whole bunch of Trump's friends had made a shit ton of money playing the stock market on oil futures, right? Well, here's the BBC, and this is the clip, but there's also an article here that goes into further detail.
No,
so I can't take.
Oh my god, it's just like, I have to announce.
That is a man just found balls deep in a loaf of bread.
He's so
It really
scared.
is.
He's so terrible. He's like, I have to announce that the White House is insider trading via the war in Iran.
Like he looks like he was photocopying something and then the camera snapped through the wall to him.
Don't lick him now. Don't lick your lips now, brother. You're in it.
Your dry ass lips have an ass. Oh, don't look
no
him now.
response when I contacted them. Spokespeople in the past have made it clear that they do
Dude, he looks
strenuously deny any
terrified.
form of insider trading involving the White House. There was one who told another outlet last month it didn't tolerate any administration official illegally profiteering of insider knowledge.
All three members of Smash Fishing.
Sally, that traders are getting better at predicting when Trump will make a U-turn or market conditions.
Yeah, because he does it on Monday. He does it every Monday for the last month and a half, nearly 2 months. He makes, we've solved everything. We're in negotiations now. Every Monday right before markets open.
Today is Monday.
In California.
Signal he might intervene in some way. Traders get ahead of that. You can't rule that out. But it's the consistency.
Is this then? So the profits made, I guess, from his close group from this, is that at all linked to what happened with the tariffs earlier this week?
We'll get to that as well. Tariffs are off the fucking table, by the way. So essentially, the war is very much, you can see this here. So trading spikes. CBS made public interview. Trading spikes. And you can see it by the hour. Is that every time Trump makes CBS interview made public, look, oil drops, right? This kind of stuff, trading spikes, Trump post. Look, Trump makes a post, look at how oil spikes. Then it drops off in oil futures, drops off a cliff. This is some bullshit. He's been doing this every week for a fucking month and a half. And people who aren't retarded have started to notice it. We noticed it weeks ago. And we're not the only ones, obviously. But this is obvious and clear market manipulation. And speaking of the tariffs, as you brought up, it was the next thing in my docket.
These transitions.
I know, it's so good. For fact's sake, fuck off, Guardian. Trump administration begins refunding more than $166 billion in tariffs. Remember those tariffs? Remember those tariffs that you were going to get stimmy bucks off of?
Yeah, but we still get the insurance of the money.
No, they're all being paid back because it was illegal. No legal authority to impose them. Administration launched on Monday. The digital systems claim.
What the fuck the goddamn president's actually allowed to do?
Yeah. He did something. Seized a shit ton of money, $166 billion in tariffs. Could not legally do it. Excuse me, and now has to pay it all back. So I don't know if you remember, but I remember when we were all told we were going to get a crisp $500 check in the mail. All of us, all American citizens, because of these tariffs. No, you're not. Promises kept, or promises made, promises kept indeed. Am I right?
It's getting refunded directly to the companies, right? It's not even...
Yes. Yeah, not to the countries, but to the companies that he fucked over in doing this. They're going to get paid all that money back. And he's going to be extending surveillance powers until April 30th. That will be extended again. By the way, explicitly this is the FISA surveillance stuff. The center of debate is the Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, which permits the CIA, National Security Agency, FBI, and other agencies to collect and analyze vast amounts of overseas communications without a warrant. In doing so, they can instantly sweep up communications involving Americans who interact with foreign targets.
This is precisely why I'm not calling out tiny hat hate on the internet anymore.
You see what I mean? What do you think this is about? Yeah, it's because, you're engaging with foreign agents. I'll show you right the fuck now why. Why is this? Why are we extending...
So are you. They're called Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff, you fucker.
Remember, here's Marjorie Taylor Greene again. Weren't we the Trump administration was supposed to be transparency, not restricting free speech, not spying on people.
That champ on the left is fucking looks maxing.
Sure did.
In 2009.
Oh, no, I thought you said left. No, he is looks maxing, though.
In 2009,
pagan men looking at
was president, and under his administration, they made.
Sorry,
No, it took me a second because I'm busy running the shit, and it took me my brain a second to catch up.
Finally,
just the jacket
Christian
color
men.
Fucking A.
Made an agreement with Israel that Israel through the NSA would receive all of the intel if they're using FISA 702, say to investigate.
Again, we already laid out our qualms with Marjorie Taylor Greene as being a bit of a nutter herself, but she does lay out the obvious
gender swapped Ron Perlman.
Yes. She does lay out the issue here with extending this FISA 702, which is specifically to protect Israelis and Israel.
Terrorism. Anybody that is linked to that person or in that sphere at all, they would use 702, and that all of that information goes to Israel, including American citizens or text messages or emails, all of their communication goes. And it's not protected. It's not covered up. So say if they're spying on someone, say, from Syria or someone from, you name it, some foreign country, and they're in America and they're using 702 to investigate this person to prevent terrorism, right?
Right.
Any American that was even the next door neighbor, however they were linked, they can use FISA and 702 on that American, and they don't protect the American citizen. They still give the information to Israel. So that agreement is still in place. And so, I mean...
Right now, that's still in place. So all that information is going to Israel, who's able to catalog it, collect it, holds it, use it, blackmail, whatever it is.
Yeah, and Israel just put out a list of the top 10 most their anti-Semitic list.
Yeah.
Their anti-Israel list. Tucker Carlson is on that list. Candace Owens is on that list. My name isn't on there, but I'm sure I'm somewhere on their list. But imagine if say our government decides that they're going to prosecute anti-Semitism, which shockingly has been talked about.
It sure has. And it is being talked about more and more that being anti-Semitic is about to be a potential fucking crime. I'm concerned about that. I don't know if it'll go that far, but that's what they're floating.
Then,
and what is being anti-Semitic? It means criticizing the state of Israel.
He's being correct. But more importantly,
literally what it means, though.
There are people in chat who are upset because I point out the pagan min thing.
I know.
It keeps me alive. It really does. Holy shit.
It was such a good call out. The reality is, though, is that what anti-Semitism is defined as currently is being critical of the state of Israel, which has really very little to do with being Jewish in any way or anything like that. I mean, I have criticisms of Judaism that are separate from my criticisms of the state of Israel.
They get rid of me.
Most of my criticisms are of Netanyahu and the state of Israel.
No.
Without
total extermination.
Poof.
Warrantless.
In Minecraft, right?
No! In real life!
I knew it was coming.
Without warrant protections and protections for American citizens, a clean FISA 702 reauthorization could open up that type of spying on American citizens and that information being...
Remember when the Trump administration was against this? Remember when it was, we will be different from Biden? They all spied on you. We weren't going to do that. Welcome to reality.
Being handed over to a foreign government. Let's take Israel off of there. It's ridiculous and absurd to think that information on American citizens who are guaranteed the right to privacy, that their information could be given to any foreign government.
Right.
Any foreign government.
Right.
And
yeah, you're right. To the chickens for two says college student in Florida already arrested for a BB joke. To be fair, it was talking about like a bomb. It was like a bomb threat. I
don't give a shit. It's still based.
Yeah, but I mean, I know, but you gotta be like, don't make bombs.
No, I don't need to be shit. Fuck you. Fuck these foreign national cunts who've been getting away with bloody murder for fucking years. Fuck them.
I mean, base, but that's why you would. I'm not agreeing
with
it.
Put the meme up that I just posted.
I
stand 10 toes on everything. A rider kick to every neck.
Copy link. Let me get it. Yeah, there we go.
It's still funny to me. It's one
I love this. Yes, I love this meme. Yes. Yeah. From AA, yeah. President wants to speak. Bomb Tel Aviv. Sir, Qatar on line 2, bomb Tel Aviv. Keir Starmer urgently wants to talk. Bomb Tel Aviv. Sir, many people think Netanyahu is an AI robot. Bomb Tel Aviv. Sir, you've not eaten in 3 days. Bomb Tel Aviv.
Strap me to a missile and fire me at Tel Aviv. Oh my god. Finally, my spirit animal has showed itself at long last.
I don't know why, but
who would have ever?
You've not eaten in 3 days, Pop.
Everybody enjoyed the little cultural exchange with the Japanese. To me, that was a Tuesday. I'm really enjoying the cultural exchange with the Iranians. We have so much in common.
I will say it's out of every faction of humanity I ever run into, everyone I've run into, it's quite a lot because I work in wholesale feeds because I run into a bunch of retards. The Guernseymen and Japanese are eerily similar.
Yeah, island nations.
Yeah, island nations, very polite to a fault. It's, I don't know. It's just
like the Japs coming out and being like, "Oh, we love a British fry up too," though. They did do that as well.
Probably.
And you both hate anything darker than a Milky Bar.
Oh, we should be so lucky. Holy shit.
Oh my god. We'll finish this, and then I got a couple more things.
That's my punchline for the night.
So there's a lot more at stake, and dangerous when we're seeing.
If I can make Bill laugh, that's a good one.
Congress.
I think we got the gist from this.
Finally, the 8th link.
I do think we got the gist of this, which is that, yeah, this basically lets the U.S. spy on you for Israel to make sure you're not being anti-Semitic. Oy vey. This is a long clip from, it's 14 minutes, I'm only going to play a little bit of it. I'll probably just read it, actually, let's not play it. But check it out.
If they look evil, they probably are. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah.
Look at it. Look at his face.
Yeah. This is from James O'Keefe's latest expose. Top U.S.
I thought
nuclear.
James O'Keefe died. He's still alive?
Yeah, he's still around doing investigative journalism.
Dang, okay.
Top U.S. nuclear chief caught leaking sensitive national security info to a stranger. He reveals that Army chemist was exposed to U.S. chemical nerve agent. Confirms U.S. This is the important part. Confirms U.S. strike killed children in Iran, discloses plans to kill Iran's new supreme leader. If he, Mojtaba Khamenei, doesn't change his ways, the U.S. is going to kill him.
No, they won't.
The reality is that it was, if you had any additional, like, it's already been confirmed by everybody, but yes, they fucking killed those kids. Hug described how the U.S. would assassinate Iran's next leader if he doesn't change. While admitting the U.S. has no plans to use nuclear weapons, we're not going to nuke anybody. Trump seemed to want to, so this guy's information may be out of date. But in the reality, guys, Trump, he's the best military leader ever. He's the best.
Does anyone actually care that kids died? I'm not trying to say that to be like evil or heartless or anything. Just okay, all right.
It's it's what it is that, like, when you say we're here to, you gotta try to put your mindset back when this started, where it was like, we're here to liberate the people of Iran. That was the narrative when it started.
There's a bunch of fucking retards who still peddle that shit.
And then they just killed a bunch of kids.
I was going more from the angle of, like, it's no secret that the U.S. like irregularly in their drone attacks and whatnot that children and innocents die. So it's
also
they're just called casualties.
Terrorist organizations use children as human shields. So
that too.
It was just that it was the very first act of this war, and it really puts a stank on it. You know what I mean? Is that the first thing you do is bomb a school?
So how's MAGA justifying that, out of curiosity?
They were terrorists.
Yeah.
The children were terrorists.
Well,
Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth was asked about it, and Trump just said, it was Iran.
Yeah, at first they said Iran did it to themselves. Then they had to admit that the U.S. did do it. There was a whole, quagmire there of trying to figure out who did it even at first, but of course the U.S. did it because Iran doesn't have Tomahawk missiles.
Yeah.
So there was a bunch of bullshit about that, and then it was
they hit it twice.
They double tapped it. Double tap, dude. Like, that being your first volley of strikes, one of the things you choose to hit is a girls' school. Now,
I actually think
was next door to like a military
from
compound.
like 5 years ago or something.
But from years ago. Yeah, but their information's out of date.
The information came from the Israelis, I believe.
Yes, the U.S. gets its information on Iran predominantly from the Israelis. Wowee. How's it going, greatest ally?
World War I, 4 years and 3 months. World War II, 6 years. Korean War, 3 years. Vietnam, 9.
This is this post we looked at earlier. He's just reiterating it here. It goes on for a while. He just talks about how, Robert Burns is on this, how great he is. He's the best military leader who's ever existed, ever, forever. So they say he's the best.
Trump, the Germans paid off the French command, bought off about 85% of their generals, so only 10 or 15% of the French fought, and it still took the Nazis a month to kick out the people that fought and then kick out the British Expeditionary Force at Dunkirk. So actually study this, okay? Yes, no, the CIA and the Pentagon bought off the Venezuelans. The blockade worked, so they rolled over because they left the communist vice president.
Because Trump, of course, is so proud of what happened in Venezuela, but we know that Venezuela was quite literally an inside job.
President in and made a deal with them to let their dictatorship continue. That was because they calculated that, yes, we could take them. That was a completely different enchilada because the communists were unpopular there. Not the case in Iran. You want to explain to the president, Bob?
Yeah, I mean, there's absolutely no comparison. And some of us warned the vice president directly that the great risk of Venezuela going the way it did, given what people were describing as President Trump's declining mental and emotional state. He lacks emotion. So you'll see him, he'll talk very articulately. That's not his problem. His problem is delusional thinking and lack of emotional self-control and declining empathy. He's convincing himself he's a Roman emperor. I mean, that's the mind. This is not something Trump ever...
He's talking about building a giant arch, like a big arch of triumph
the Paris
in the United States. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I just wanted to, like... sorry, I didn't know the vast majority of that was just the beginning, but it was good to hear Barnes and AJ talk about it a little bit. The reality is, though, is that the blockade has collapsed as ghost ships have smuggled more than 675 million pounds of oil out. They can't stop these quote-unquote ghost ships. It's reported around 34 Iranian oil tankers have managed to sneak past the U.S. military blockade of the shipping canal, with 19 exiting the Persian Gulf under the nose of Trump's
It's because
Navy.
the blockade can't actually come too fucking close because the Iranians would just fire missiles at
because they'll be attacked.
them.
Yes.
Yeah, or drones.
Yes. So yes. So according to the Financial Times, 6 of those tankers were transporting Iranian crude oil with 10.7 million barrels worth approximately $110 million. So the blockade is not blockading correctly either. They're just getting, because they don't want to get into a conflict with Iran. Because
I mean, the SS Bush went all the way down my way. They went down the Cape of Good Hope, instead of going through the Strait.
This is what the U.S. government,
or the Dead Sea, rather.
If you need any, it's constant messaging about this. This is everything to do with Israel. It has nothing to do with anything else. Trump's anti-Semitism envoy says the U.S., the United States, will bar World Cup attendees tied to anti-Semitism abroad. Welcome to why they're raising that surveillance. Welcome to why he's extending the surveillance state. This FISA surveillance stuff. Rabbi Yehud Kaplan, the U.S. Special Envoy for Monitoring and Combating Anti-Semitism, said this week that the U.S. will bar individuals from attending the World Cup who are accused of fostering anti-Semitism in their home countries.
So let me get this straight.
Secretary,
Hold on a second. So if you say something bad about the Jews or whatever, then you won't be able to travel into the United States. Yeah, that definitely will not make them more anti-Semitic.
Right, and so it's phrased around the World Cup, but understand that this is probably going to apply to everybody. Anytime. Yes, that if you've been accused of fostering anti-Semitism, you will not be allowed to travel to the United States. There
were reports back in, I want to say it was like November or December, that they had already started stopping people at the U.S. and Mexican land borders and just randomly searching devices for these reasons.
For anti-Semitism. I'm not surprised. This is our greatest ally, though, guys. This is our greatest ally.
I find it so insane that America, and I'm married to an American. I'm waiting for an American visa. I like the American spirit. There's a lot of things that I love about America.
I do too. Indeed.
But it really blows my mind that you have one of the most passionate nations of people, probably some of the most independently strong too, when you look at how much weapon power they hold on their own, and you're letting a few hundred, maybe 1,000 government officials dictate the happiness and longevity of your lives for another country.
Yep.
You guys could so easily stand up and change the tides and actually make it work, and you choose not to. You choose to become fatter. You choose to become lazier. You choose to become unhealthier. And you wonder why it's getting harder to pay for things, why your standard of living has dropped, why there's so many problems that you can't seem to solve by just going to work.
Truly, is your foe.
In my countryman's defense, we know from Waco, we know from Ruby Ridge.
Then do something about it.
Well, yeah, but in the long run, the U.S. government's going to roll up with tanks. You know, you can hold out. Yes, you can. I know, but the point is that regular people, first, this is the problem with democracy too, is that it gives people the idea that they can change stuff, and you can't. The best you could do is a Waco or a Ruby Ridge, and in the long game, the U.S. government will still roll over you and kill you.
I'm gonna
save
disagree
me
with you
the
there.
defeatist attitude.
It's just me saying I don't want people to go out and do crazy shit, and to also understand that this is yes, it is great that as Americans we can.
They remember Ruby Ridge and what it means.
Yeah, but you can't use firearms that you can purchase yourself as an individual citizen to stand up to the tyranny of the federal government.
You can. If you have enough people if you had a state's worth of people banded together, you 100% could do that. 100% could do that.
You need a lot of people.
The Reconquista was 200 motherfuckers.
I mean, there are tanks sitting around. I know in Appalachia, we got tanks. I was talking to Yiz the other day. She says there's a guy down the street from her who's got a tank.
I don't care if I'm one motherfucker against everyone. I don't give a shit. It needs to be done, so it'll be done.
It will be a bloodbath, though.
That's fine.
So,
I'm just saying, I think that a lot of people get a kind of. I'm saying that people get a video game-ified version of what this stuff will look like, and what it will look like is a bloodbath of innocence.
I get what you mean. I really do. And I understand, but anything worth fighting for, there is sacrifice, and at the rate and the path the US is going down, this is not what you guys allege to be founded on. This is not what you guys allege to stand for. And If you keep going down this path,
Spoon and I and Lamented in the chat are a bit more black pilled on this.
Never black pill. Black pill is gay bullshit.
I know. Like, yeah. This how it is blackpilling. This stuff came out this last week. Israeli soldier smashes
Blackpilling
Jesus
is just
statue
reality.
in face with sledgehammer. Now this guy's apparently been fired or he's under review or something.
I don't give a shit. Real.
But they also tried to lie and say this was fake for forever. So I've talked about this before.
I could just see Bill just chanting wheel. Wheel.
This will continue till someone gets the wheel.
I've talked about this before, but Lebanon's about 40% Christian. So this idea that you're just wiping out them damn dirty Arabs, them damn dirty Muslims. It's like, yeah, well, they're.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna make this into a meme.
Do it. And this is what the Israelis think of your savior. Smash him in the face. Understand that also by their doctrine, in the Talmud, Christ is burning in feces in hell. That is what these people think. So of course they smash what they believe is an idolatry statue. And they tried to lie and again say this was all AI. No, they do that. They've done it frequently. I want to play best girl, Anna Kasparian, here for a second. Because
yes, Armenian princess.
She's got something interesting to reveal to us, which I actually didn't know.
She's single again?
In any way surprised. No, she's married.
That
wishful thinking, you dirty bugger.
Susie Wiles was literally
I didn't know this. The president, his chief of staff.
I can't, Bill. She's too insane.
Susie Wiles. Let's know this.
Stop me before.
One of the important figures in Benjamin Netanyahu's re-election campaign and helped him get re-elected.
She was his campaign manager.
It is a huge freaking problem. She's the one who's the gatekeeper. She's the one who gets to decide what kind of information the president of the United States has access to, what types of conversations he's
Why would you want to stay seated for this? Why would you not push back against this?
Because Trump, I think, is in such a bubble, he doesn't even understand what's going on.
No, I'm saying the American people, why would you allow this?
Because
Americans are obese and passive.
Evangelical. No, it's also because a lot of them are evangelicals and they've read their Schofield Bible, and their Schofield Bible tells them that Israel is their greatest ally, and all of this must happen to bring Jesus back, and it will be. They also have a very, very warped version of what they think Revelations is like. It's just they all get raptured instantly. No. Reread Revelations, I beg of you. You do not get raptured instantly before the hard times come. You gotta sit through them. You are trying to bring about the apocalypse that you yourself will, by their own script, their own understanding of scripture. You are trying to bring about the apocalypse. You're not going to just be zapped out of existence. That is not what it says in the gospel. And if you think
you will have precisely as many heartbeats as you are allotted, and not one more and not one less.
Yeah, you don't get raptured. Come
on
now.
What's the percentage of like Americans that?
It's like 30%.
Really?
It's almost the exact number of people who support Donald Trump.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, America's a really creepy Christian cult of a nation.
And it's right now, the last polling I looked at, it was about 32% of Americans supported Donald Trump in Iran, and it's about, I think, 30% or so of Americans, about a third.
Bro, like 30% of America is illiterate.
Yeah. Well, they believe, and it's very funny that they a big part of evangelism is that you can read the Bible for yourself and figure out what it means. You don't need somebody else to tell you about it. But yet they rely entirely on these insane pastors to tell them what to think about the Bible, and none of them ever read it. Like again, read Revelations.
Cringe
if
libertarianism mixed with
begging
Christianity
and dying for Christ to return, you're not getting raptured before it all goes down, bro.
It's the perfect mixture of just absolute like chaos to subjugate an entire nation. It really is. It blows my mind.
Yeah, these people they believe this stuff absolutely too, and that's why I said you don't have to believe it. Doesn't matter if you believe it. A third of Americans believe it.
Problem when Israelis and their assets have infiltrated every nook and cranny of the US federal government and carry out policies that are favorable to the Israelis and detrimental to the American people.
Yep. Based, Anna, I've come to love it.
Yeah, so dear Americans, whenever you talk about any other nation being occupied, I will just throw this in your fucking faces. Fuck off.
This is how occupied they are. This is how occupied Trump is. This is John Kerry. I don't know if I can play this, because I always get fucking capped by... This is so low quality.
I think it was about 2 weeks ago, the New York Times reported that Netanyahu...
John Kerry looking old as fuck, too.
...personally went into the Situation Room and presented the case why this was the right thing to do. It was reported that he had attempted this with previous administrations. During the Obama administration, where you're Secretary of State, did he make the same case?
Yes.
And what was the response at the time?
No.
And
you are worse than the Obama administration.
Why was that the response?
So it's not funny.
Well, it was the
I assume
response
he's a
because,
persuasive individual.
You know, I read the article that you're referring to, and the...
Anyway, it's gonna go on. I really don't want to play Colbert Report too much. But Biden, we've been over this before, Biden was approached with the same thing, and even senile, sleepy old Joe, or his advisors, said no. Netanyahu came to those two administrations with the exact same proposal to go to war with Iran, and they said, no, fuck off.
That should also tell you that the pitch is bullshit.
Yeah.
Because if he tried this,
said no.
Yes. Because the whole thing is, oh, look, they're weeks away from getting a nuclear weapon. Bitch, if you tried this across 4 fucking administrations, then you know you're a lying sack of shit. Well, you're a Jew. What else is fucking new?
Dude.
Well, with Biden, there were multiple instances where they pulled out troops and they left behind all of the...
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
All of the weaponry. So even so even if Biden said no, it's not like he helped contribute to some of the potential setup for what could go down.
For sure. Biden was incompetent, I think. That's the end of my segment on this.
Have you noticed Biden is nowhere to be found?
Yeah, he's completely vanished. Probably because he's in an old folks' home
completely.
Or because he's been dead for fucking 6 years.
That's what I mean. It's always been a clone. So now that the clone's not useful, who cares?
Yeah. Speaking of mushy peas.
Right after Biden disappeared, Jim Carrey turned back up with like a new facelift.
He did.
And he could speak perfect French still, despite not living in Canada or France.
With all the shit that's happening in the US, all the shit that's happening in the US, there are still things that are happening in the UK. Restore Britain, as far as I know, is doing well. But Nigel Farage this is my last clip of the night, has come out to complain about how people are being mean to him on X. And there's unfair coverage of him on X. And he would like to, I believe, censor that as well. Isn't it curious? The fucking mirror image.
Average person who drinks at the Albion.
We're gonna censor you. We're gonna spy on you for making anti-Semitic posts. Meanwhile, Farage is like, don't say nasty things about me on X.
Add that the online abuse on X.
Oh.
The online abuse on X that our minority candidates are receiving is utterly appalling in every way.
You shouldn't have minority candidates.
No shit.
Here's an idea, you turtle-faced fuck. Maybe if you actually lived up to any of the things you claim to do, maybe people wouldn't think you're such a cunt. But here we are, because you crossed the Rubicon into retardville.
Weasley little liar, dude. Fuck Nigel Farage.
Other candidates.
People are being mean to minority candidates.
People are mean to my brown people. They aren't people.
Does he give an example of what exactly is being mean, or is it just people calling out like how the UK is just letting all these Muslims rape people? Like,
well, it's the big criticism, and what he's I don't think he gives more specific examples, but what he's complaining about is that Reform has brought on board a whole shit ton of Browns. Now, remember, Reform is supposed to be the Reform Party. They're supposed to be anti-immigration.
Right.
But Farage has said, well, we can't do any of that. Actually, like, that's an impossibility. The idea of mass deportations, that's ridiculous. We're not doing that.
Put that sword in my hand. I will make dream reality.
See, I like Bill. Bill knows. He's
I scream to God, please send me a swordsman. He tells me, look down in your hands, young buck. And I look down. And here is a fucking bright mark.
We gotta get the sword delivered here so you can do so.
Sum up the money. Put a sword in my hand and aim me at Tel Aviv. There are nonces who need to be shorter.
What Farage is mad about is that he's brought on not just a ton of Browns, but a ton of ex-Tory boys into Reform. So
worse.
The whole even worse than a Brown is a Tory boy. And that's what he's been doing.
They all look exactly the same, by the way.
Well, you know what a
just
Tory
really
boy looks
creepy.
like.
Yeah, dysgenic glasses.
the Tory boy
You
fucking
can smell
look.
the all men's private school
Right, yeah, you can
in the middle
smell
distance.
them.
And I say that as someone who was brought up in an all boys private school.
Parties in the sense of their age, you would all be in total uproar, and I've not heard a single person comment on it. It really, really is bad.
Shut the fuck up, Nigel. You got tiny teeth.
He does have tiny teeth. Also, just again, the crux of his argument here is people are being mean to brown people.
People
on
should
X.
be meaner to you, you fucking nonce. Look at you.
Unbelievable.
You're dressed like you're not dressed like a packet of Cadbury's Dairy Milk.
He is though.
Fucking everyone in like the dog shit
Cadbury's.
polyester purple suits. Fuck off.
It's a little bit more blue than it is, but it's not quite Cadbury's. But
No,
it's
that is 1-to-1 Cadbury's. I'll go one further. Where's that packet of dairy milk I ate earlier?
packet of dairy milk.
Oh god.
Bruh. So they're all losers.
It's exact. I'm looking at it. It's exact.
Oh, is it really dressed like
It
a
is.
fucking Cadbury's dairy milk?
It's
bro?
slightly more matte than the actual packet, but then again, I got the cream egg type because I'm fat. So.
Oh, they're good. That's the end of the stream. It's the last thing I had. Normally we
half an hour early. That shit post half an hour.
Let's end a half an hour early.
Spoon.
By the way, guys, can I?
Yes?
I'm going to complain for a second.
Best weapon in New Vegas.
The which?
Best weapon in New Vegas.
Oh god, the
New
YMS rifle that you get by.
Oh,
shut the fuck
yeah.
up! I'm
No,
here.
but
I'm
the
here
Launching
in
Slayer is
hunting
my
shotgun fucking master race
Launching
because I have a
Shotgun, Rat
I have a
Slayer,
functioning
let's go.
frontal lobe.
Yeah.
Dude, the
Rat Slayer's the best
YMS can
weapon in New Vegas.
fucking one-shot a Deathclaw.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The
I-
Rat Slayer,
I've got a
early game
fucking.
weapon.
I got 8 rounds of beanbag that tell me that I can one shot a Deathclaw too.
Oh, the other reason I want to get out early, as I was going to say,
That gun users, yeah, have fun with that.
We
How's that? How was that last fucking Blade Runner film? That was right, dog shit.
We streamed because I got home late and I was exhausted. We streamed on Friday last week. I have streamed. The next day I streamed with Newsfist. The next day I streamed with Uzalu. The next day I streamed with Yiz. Then yesterday I wasn't going to do anything, but I ended up streaming a little bit with Uzalu again. Then I've streamed today. Tomorrow I'm on with Dan from Lotus Eaters. I am going to stream for a week straight, and I think it's going to drive me nuts. So getting up half hour early is really good by me. Anyway, thank you guys so much for showing up and for all of the support. And we'll see you all next week. All right? And cheers. And Vex, thank you so much for stopping by.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.